Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk. I'm your Dungeon Master, Kelly, using he and him, and very excited to be here tonight as we finally make it to Wave Echo Cave, or at least most of us do. Amy is recovering from post-exam hangover, and we wish them all the best, that their exams went well. But we will be continuing without them. Lyric will once again be spaced out or something. I've got some ideas in store. But before we jump into game, I want to say that I'm super excited to be here. And I also want to say hello to everybody. Hi, guys. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves, starting with Christine.
Hello, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight I play Lady Alessandra Celeste Martine Barroquel, our ASMR paladin.
Wonderful. Next to you, we've got Caitlan.
Hello, I'm Caitlan. I use she, her pronouns, and so does Anthea Briarfoot, the halfling artificer alchemist of the group, and her homunculus Squish, who was hanging on by one hit point at the end of the last episode.
He's a hero.
He is, really,
Dr.
truly.
Squish. All right, down beneath you, we've got Amy. Thanks, Amy. Next to Amy, we've got... That joke never gets old for me. I don't know why. It's because I'm a Muppet, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So then over to Christa. Oh, hi, Christa. Hello.
And I'm not gonna do Miss Piggy because it's bad. Hi guys, I'm Christa. I use she, they, or her, them pronouns, and I play Carmilla Alizarin, our Dampier fighter.
All right, and next to you, we've got Chris.
Hi there. If you want to see my Muppet impression, you'll have to find it somewhere else. My name is Chris. I use he or they pronouns, and I play Sindri, our Way of the Ascendant Dragon, half-elven monk. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Oh boy, this is definitely a Monday. This is a Monday that has Mondayed to many people. So I hope you're all doing well. A couple of announcements before we begin. I think I'll start by thanking our sponsor for the night, Bookwyrm Games. Bookwyrm Games is your place to get all sorts of amazing things, from dice to familiars. Look at those dice. So many good dice. 170 different types of dice. You can't beat those types of dice. You can also get quest chests, and in the future, you might even see some Dorktale stuff on their site. But what I want to talk to you about Bookwyrm Games for today is not just that you can save 15% on your orders by using code Dorktales. It is that they are starting a specialty line of pins, like acrylic style, not acrylic. What's the type of, is it acrylic? What's the pin type that everybody collects? Enamel. That's right. I'm dumb. Enamel pins that everybody collects. They have a fungal familiar set that's going live very soon. We're gonna have plenty of info about that when it drops, but you can check it on what? Are you excited?
So they have a turtle, but the shell is a red and white mushroom cap. I try not to buy pins, but it's so damn cute.
Bookwyrm Games is dangerously cute. Avoid at all costs. It's too late. You're already inside of their realm. Your only escape is to buy some pins. I'm sorry to say. So definitely we'll be updating you on those when they come. They are dropping sometime, I believe, in February or right at the beginning of March. They are going to be great, and apparently there's an owl coming, which I can see in the chat that our very own second gen gamer is very excited about that, probably because she plays an owl in a game. The other thing is that an owlin. We have a couple of things this month. I am going to be taking a week off from streaming, so we're going to be going. We have one more week. We'll be back with Phandelver next week, and then I'm taking the following Monday off because I'm going to take some time off for my birthday because I'm exhausted. I know I just got over being sick, but that wasn't really restful. So I'm taking about a week off, and then we are going to be at an anime convention in Victoria, BC, up in Canada. So if you are near SukinoCon, we're going to be running 3 events as Dork Tales. I'll be there in a 4th event as a DM specialist. I am interviewing a bunch of people as a master of ceremonies, and some other fun stuff. So definitely consider coming and spending some time with us. It would be fantastic to see you there. Besides that, I will be going back to normal as of the following Monday. I'll probably have con plague and be exhausted, but we'll be doing it. It'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, that's what I've got on the table. Besides that, I think actually if we're lucky, that'll be a how to run night, because we might be able to finish this. Yes, what's up, Christa?
Oh, that was me crossing my fingers.
Okay.
But also, if anyone's going to be at Terminal City Tabletop Convention on the something of March, the 15th to the 17th of March, I'm running a couple of games. My games filled up literally within an hour, so I'm very excited.
Yeah,
but well, to be fair, I'm running Pigeons 11 and The Very Good Dogs of Chernobyl, so everyone I think was just very excited to be in those games.
No, it's because it's you.
I'm going to tell myself that.
Good.
But I'm also going to be volunteering, so I'll be there for most of the weekend. So if you want to come say hi.
That's going to be fantastic. I hope you have a really good time. And last night, I put out our internal survey to us and our guests about Extra Life, because Extra Life are our charity stream that runs to benefit the Children's Miracle Network. They've moved Tabletop Appreciation Weekend from August to April this year. So to stay on top of that, we are going to be participating, of course, in April. I have put out a memo, so we're all signing up for events. We're trying to do our normal schedule for that, and there are some really interesting games that are being done. I think Jen is considering running Bird Crimes, and a bunch of other, which if you haven't seen Bird Crimes, it is the weirdest one-page game where you are smuggling birds who are also criminals. It's a thing, but it's going to be a fantastic time. So I hope you come and enjoy them with us and help us raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. Besides that, is there anything else that we need to tell people?
Keep an ear out as well for streaming for survivors. We will not be able to participate because it's right at the end of March and crazy and everything. But we are going to be doing, I think I'm running a game with Tabletop Titties. Nice. And there might be a couple of people coming by as well from the Dorkiverse.
Oh, yeah. Pass that info along when that comes out.
Yeah, for sure. I don't have anything yet.
Fair enough. All right. So besides that, I think it is time for us to head in. Last episode, you hit level 4, and we are going to pick up right where we left off, kind of getting into the groove and heading to Wave Echo Cave. So without further ado, let's pull out the old Phandelver and Below and head back in here on Dork Tales. Last time on Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk, you fought your way through the remnants of Craigmaw Castle. There, you encountered a number of creatures, a grell, hobgoblins, and eventually, King Groll himself, his wolf, and Glassstaff, as well as a doppelganger taking the form of a drow. After summarily defeating them all, and only losing Gundren Rockseeker in the process, you were able to resurrect him using a scroll of Revivify that you found. Exhausted, spent, and victorious, you rested and prepared to spend the night together, and then head back to Phandalin, from whence you would proceed to Wave Echo Cave to stop the one known as the Spider and rescue Gundren's brothers. The day comes quickly. Quicker than any of you would prefer. You'll all regenerate all of your hit points. You'll have your long rest. The battle scene around you reeks of blood and offal. There's still scorch marks on the walls where Anthea's firebolt struck, oozing impressions from where Squish blew away chunks of the old masonry with his forceful blast, places where the swords or axes of Alessandra and Carmilla smashed in. The ice that bound Lyric's feet is now puddles in the antechamber. And in the distance, all around this wooded area that the castle hides inside of, you hear the sound of birdsong. In fact, this is just a normal piece of forest, now that the goblinoid threat no longer dwells here. Above you, you can hear a couple of starlings tweeting as they begin to assemble a late season nest. And as you awaken, the first of you. Let's see. Sindri, you don't really sleep, so you probably would have been up relatively early. Everyone else, roll me a d20. This will be a wisdom check to see who wakes up the earliest.
So Sindri's only half elven, but he doesn't sleep he does have to sleep as much as everyone else, but
I thought you still tranced.
I don't know. I don't think
Do you
so,
know-
but
Do you know trance is half elf? Have I just been confusing that the entire time? Interesting.
I can't remember.
Now I can't remember. It's
Yeah.
weird. How it's just occasionally those.
what if I just trance tonight? What if tonight I did?
You just trance tonight? You just did. It's a thing.
Yeah.
You just the once, just to see how it feels.
Yeah, just try it out.
It's one night.
Getting some trance music in there. All right, so everybody else roll me. All right, so I'm looking at, I have Christa, you have an 8. And
Sure
has
do.
a 22. And Christine, what do you got?
Sorry, what was the roll?
Wisdom check.
Wisdom. Okay. So I'm just adding the wisdom bonus then to
Mhm.
that.
Yes, please.
16.
16? All right, so Sindri, you are already awakened, and then Anthea, you will awaken with a bit of a start as soon as you hear this sound. The door that you have set up to protect you in the event of any more goblins, there inside of King Grohl's room, opens wide. And Gundren Rockseeker, his shirt still, dripping actually with water, will enter. Morning.
Oh, Gundren.
How
Goodness.
you doing? Sorry to surprise you.
Oh,
I didn't want to wake you all up, so I checked the perimeter. You either scared or killed all the goblins. I brought your horses into the main thoroughfare. Thoroughbreds and thoroughfare, I guess. And, well, I got some food cooking. You want to wake everybody else up?
oh, wow. Well, that's
Yeah.
very nice of you. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Least I could do.
Sindri will mosey over to where, lady, what is the sleeping arrangement like?
Oh, you know what? I'm going to spend a drama bomb, and I'm going to say that their bedrolls were next to each other, but in their sleep, they have kind of rolled over to each other and are kind of like real close to each other, but like not in a suggestive way, but they're kind of like, they got a little cold.
The both heads are just tilted, and so they're just like the hairs kind of intertwined a bit.
That's fair.
Aww.
Hey, Lyric! Lyric, get up. Sindri will make a lot of noise waking up Lyric. Scuffling his feet in ways he doesn't usually.
Woof, woof, Lyric will say. What?
Yeah,
Woof?
yeah, woof woof. Woof woof indeed.
I'm a good doggy. Wait,
There's,
I was having the strangest dream.
Gunter's making breakfast. You want some?
Yes, that would be quite nice.
All right, why don't you head on over there?
Okay.
And Sindri will like usher her out.
All right, she will head over to grab some bacon.
And Sindri will like just like just casually knock something over like a cat, just to wake the Lady Alessandra. And,
I thought you meant knock something like a cat over.
So you're just
Yeah,
gonna
I thought so too.
so you're just gonna suddenly hear a loud as a tankard falls over, startling you both awake. Can I get both of you to make me a dex check? Alessandra and Carmilla, give me a dex check.
Just a flat dex.
Just a flat dex check.
19.
19?
13.
Okay, so you don't knock heads or like end up like sprawled over each other or anything. You'll just kind of both sit up straight, Frankenstein style, just
No, full vampire style
Yeah.
on her feet
Yeah, you're
already.
just like, whoa.
Whoa.
You're gonna like lean up, and a little bit of like the broken roof tiles are gonna hit you right in the eyes with sunlight. You're like, hey.
Oh, sorry.
It's too early.
Agreed.
I don't know. I slept in too much. Squish, are you okay? Come here and let's mend you a little bit.
Squish.
And she'll start mending.
Squish.
Hey, Gudrid, let me help you with the breakfast. Just making the most noise.
And
Perfect. All right, so you can start mending Squish without a problem. It'll be great. Gundren makes you all breakfast. You can smell the scent of bacon and grits being fried up in a cast iron skillet that he borrowed from one of your packs. And then next to him, you are going to see that he's cleared some of the way, and in the altar room, right behind him, you can hear the sound of your horses just kind of munching away at some oats that have been spilled around. And anybody who takes a glance inside of there is going to see that there is... your horses are loaded. It appears that Gundren has spent the morning kind of anxiously going through and picking up every sellable item in the dungeon and strapping it to your horses.
oh, our stuff.
Sildar stuff. You're thorough.
If you think I'm gonna get out of this without selling their crap, making a little bit of coin off it, you got another thing coming. I figured that there's 5 of you and there's 1 of me, so we could probably split it, I don't know, 90-10, something like that. I don't care if I lose, I just need them not to win.
Well, we should get going soon to rescue your brothers. That's, do you want to focus on selling the things? Do you want to come to the mines with us?
I don't think I do you much help in the mines, but I can guide you to them. I was a little knocked around last night, so I didn't give you the best example, but to get there, it's going to be pretty easy. We can break apart down at this path here. And he says, pointing at the map next to the bubbling cauldron of grits, and goes, well, it's across the Sword Mountains in one of these deep vales about 15 miles east of Phandelver.
It was right under their noses and they had no idea.
Well, it's a little hard to see, but we found it. I don't know what this spider is doing, but if you know the legends of Wave Echo Cave, what a dumb name. I mean, it makes sense, but because it's got this weird rhythmic noise to it. Well, you'll get it when you're in there. But as we found it, I don't know exactly what he wants out of it. But I think it's probably some of the old magic that's in there.
Well, we'll get to the bottom of this.
I hope so. I want you all to be careful. Last thing I want is to lose anybody.
Well, we don't want to have you rescue us.
You don't have to worry about that. I'd probably get about 4 feet inside that mine, and then I'd slip on an ooze and die.
Oh.
Who would do that right inside the door?
Oh, probably these assholes.
Probably these assholes, yeah.
Probably these assholes. Look, I just want you to be worried for your safety while you're in there. But I also want you to kick some ass.
We will focus on bringing your brothers home.
Appreciate it.
And the butt kicking.
The butt kicking is perhaps even more important. With that in mind, I managed to find some salted bacon in your rations, and where to go?
Oh, was that for everyone? It was quite good.
I bet it was, Lyric. I bet it was.
Well, there's some bacon fats in the grits. So maybe on the ride home you can dream about bacon. Big
Lyric will hiccup.
Carmilla will take a big like slop of the grits and look at it for a second, and it just looks like brains to them. She just stares at it.
You
for a
love
second.
brain food.
Well,
Oh, I think I have some spices. Hold on a moment. Let's see. See, this herb can be used, or we have pepper plant.
Miss Anthea,
Yeah.
are you sure that these folk can handle that? We dwarves like to keep things pretty mild when we deal with the tall folk.
Oh.
Now, I know
Oh, sorry.
your folk have a bit of a heartier constitution when it comes to spicing and flavorful.
Mr. Rockseeker, while I appreciate your concern, the only spice that Anthea has fed me that I did not handle was when she replaced the pepper with gunpowder. That was a little too much.
Oh, it does give it quite a kick. A little
That
harder
was
than
an
tea.
experiment. And for the experiment to
No.
actually succeed, I had to not tell you, and I'm sorry.
It is perfectly okay, and I've already forgiven you many times.
Thank you.
Well, in that case,
It's but a funny jest now.
let's kick it up a notch.
Okay. Or I have berries if you want something sweet.
Fantasy Legacy. Here we go.
Berries and grits does sound delicious,
Okay.
Wow.
and they're magically splay open to look like little dinosaurs.
Oh, wow.
Yay! Oh, I get it! Oh my god!
And they squirt in
Best
your mouth when you
oatmeal.
bite them. They're just breakfast gushers.
Gushers filled with oatmeal. No.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
I hate it here.
I want to go home. I need an adult.
Lyric ate my bacon, and the alchemist was being
Alessandra is
gross.
just quietly eating her food to get through this conversation as fast as she can.
The best way to get through this conversation is, of course, to segue forward. As you enjoy your breakfast, we soon find ourselves along a forest path. You have split up, Gundren taking one of your horses completely loaded, the horse being quite grumpy about it. Actually, he'll probably have to take two of your horses given the amount of stuff that's going. With that in mind, he is going to take Lyric's horse and also Sindri's horse.
I mean, that's fair. Who can I double up with?
You can easily double up with... Okay, there you go.
All right.
And
Let's
who
go.
can I double up with? Lyric will say.
You can join me, Lyric.
All right. I think I will. Hop. It's quite cozy back here.
Well, enjoy the trip then, I suppose.
You're quite warm.
Well,
No one has ever accused me of that.
Maybe it's the horse.
I think it is the horse.
Probably the horse.
all right, well, this is where we're going to part. From here, what you're going to do is you're going to head, let's see, the sun. Okay. Well, right about now, the sun is about 2 fingers from noon. What you're going to do is you're going to look up and you're going to follow. Put your thumb on there and stretch your little finger out that direction. You're going to follow that for about 7 miles. Then there's going to be a deep ravine. You're going to go to the second vale beyond that. Should only take you about a mile and a half, and you should be there. Beyond that, there is a rock that is shaped vaguely like an eagle's head. You're not going to go toward that. You're going to turn back the other way. And just when you're starting to get annoyed and pissed off and thinking that you probably have gone the wrong way, you might fall into the hole that we found, because that's exactly what happened to us.
How deep is this hole?
I'm taking notes. That's really specific.
Yeah, well, it's about the size of a dwarf, but honestly, if you walk around the side of the hole, you'll see that there is actually like a mine shaft behind a bunch of fallen timber that we've pulled away.
Oh.
Gundren, travel safe back.
You too. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. These sons of bitches, they aren't good people by any stretch. And I don't have high hopes for my brothers. If you find them, he takes a big snuff out of his very wide nose. If you find them and they passed on, if you can bury them, do. If you can bring them back, I'd like that too, but if not, just make sure those sons of bitches pay.
Of course.
And you come back too.
Yeah, you have my stuff.
Yeah. I got your stuff. He'll grin kind of lecherously, and he's gonna pat Sildar's armor.
Oh my jeez.
That finally happened?
Sindri will slap Anthea's horse and get us going.
Hi!
This boy's been looking at that man for a long time.
Oh man, I can't hear you over the horse hooves.
Yeah, they've known each other.
Yeah, you cute little son of a bitch. He'll wave to you and then hop up on your horse and start leading the two horses back to Phandelver, casting a worried look over his shoulder at you.
I feel like Ellasandra is going to have to take up matchmaking as a hobby.
Matchmaking.
Just to deal with Sindri's, like, avoidance.
I think that's probably a great idea. All right, so as we continue, you make your way following the path that Gundren has laid before you. And it doesn't actually take terribly long. Maybe an hour from where you are with your horses, keeping a nice solid pace over some of the steeper areas of the Sword Mountains. However, it's not the worst terrain that you've ever been on by far. And soon, you are going to find ancient tracks. Once upon a time, there were roads that were cut through these mountains. And while they've eroded over the past 500 years or so, the deep rents and valleys between the mountains still remain. And for those who look around, you can find pathways that lead you further in. Before long, following his directions, you will find yourself there at the front of a cave entrance leading deep into one of the rents in the mountainside. The entrance tunnel leads to a large natural cavern supported by pillars of rock. You can see in front of you that it's entirely dark. Is there anything that you're doing before you enter to prepare?
Should we prepare a light for
Anthea?
those of us that do not do as well in the dark?
I think it's just Anthea, right?
Yeah.
For what?
That can't see in the dark.
For dark vision.
It
doesn't.
Yes, I have dark vision.
I could put something on this rock and then put it in my bag. And then if I need it, when I need it, because I will need it, but when I need it, I can take it out.
Okay.
Is that okay? And I can hold on to your coat?
Well, I mean, there's risk of falling, so since we can see what's coming, do you just want a ride?
Would you?
Sure. Just
Okay.
don't like pull my sword out at all.
I'll be careful.
So, using some rope, if you want to, are you like just basically building a Bjorn harness or something for Anthea?
I mean, I think
A halfling Bjorn.
she'll have to do like some effort to hold on because otherwise it would be hard to drop her very quickly in case of a combat.
What you need is
Fair.
like stirrups.
You need 2 loops of rope, almost like a backpack, so that Anthea can put her feet in the loops, just sort of at your hips,
And just kinda
so you can kind of stand.
And that would
Yeah.
actually leave space for her own backpack in the way.
Exactly.
I wonder, use rope to kind of rig a waist strap to the backpack and then add strips to that. And Thea's an artificer. I think we can do this.
I
We
think
can
you
do
can
this.
do this.
I have the
It'll take
tools for the
It'll
job.
take you about 10 minutes to do the leather work, and you'll be
We'll
out
make a
taking.
backpack edition so that Anthea can ride.
I'm a sailor. I know how to use ropes. Like, I know all the
All right, Mr.
Between
Shibari.
a lot of us. Here we go. Hang on. I'm sending you a thing right now. That is the exact, exactly what we need. Where's the ping window? God damn it. There we go. Okay, hang on. Here you go. This is the item.
Oh my god,
I have in my
yes.
head.
Is it the meme that I've seen?
If probably.
We just
I
need,
got
like,
Oh
a
my
stick.
god, yes.
Just tie a stick in place and attach it to the
Yes.
backpack and you just stand on the stick and hold on to the backpack straps.
All right, so you rig up the mobile halfling platform. And then you
I
have,
love it.
you guys sound like drunk seals.
Yeah. I love it here, actually. I hated it with the Goblin Fort. I love it with the Halfling backpack.
Okay. All right, so you have Anthea's mobile gunnery platform created.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Is anyone else?
All right.
Am I
It's
running
so
around
good.
with like a halfling gunner on my back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a light crossbow.
We just need to get you some grenades so you can like lob them and we'll just like
We
run and
need
take
to
you
get
the
that
things.
alchemist fire. But yeah, grenades would be better.
You need to get me some boots that do like extra speed, like raise my
Or
speed above
Spider
30.
Climb.
Mm.
I can get mobile.
Oh my god, spider climb. Anyways,
Just drop from above.
Oh, I have spider climb.
We just put you on Carmilla.
You just
when
put
we
the
wanna
different
drop from
harness.
people.
yeah.
No, everybody has to wear a harness so then that you can just jump from person to person.
See, once Sindri like works on his sea elf heritage and gains a breathing speed underwater, you can have a dolphin ride, basically. Once he becomes Aqua Sindri.
I get a flying speed at some
Oh
point.
my god,
Fine.
yes.
Flies.
God damn it.
Alessandra flies. Sorry, I was just flying around.
I do fly.
Oh my god, which means Lyric. So what, Lyric is the land-based vehicle? I mean, she does have hooves.
I'm the goat. I'm the one that goes with the mountains.
Well, you're the all-terrain version.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Mobile suit Anthea.
Although I think that Lyric
Does that
could
make me the
argue.
Gundam then?
Yeah, you're basically an Ava.
Get in the Paladins.
Get on the Paladin, Anthea.
Get on.
I'm trying to think of that direction.
I was like ready to have a serious character moment, and then things devolved.
Right?
I was just
Yes.
like, oh, hold on
And
to your
Carmilla
coat.
is
But this
the
is a great
ATV,
idea.
the all-terrain vampire.
I love
ATD.
it.
All-terrain vampire.
Whoa. Oh man.
Oh
Whew.
god.
Is anyone else like quite worried about this? Gundren seemed afraid. He doesn't usually seem afraid.
Gundren, while I do think that we should be careful, I don't think any of us should take this for granted. We have all been far too close to death than I think any of us are comfortable with. And some of us are more close to death than others all the time. But I do believe that Gundren and his brothers, while they are seekers and adventurers of a kind, they often are used to dealing with the elements, not with
people and the dangers that they bring. And I feel we have, even in our short time together and in our own histories, have dealt with more human issues or people issues. I think he has every right to be afraid, especially being that his brothers have been taken. But I think we are capable together. We have proven such.
Yes. While they were capable, they weren't going out as fighters.
They may have also
Expecting
been caught
trouble.
off guard. Exactly, yeah.
So I think we have a solid chance, and we just have to be careful.
We work together well.
Mhm.
Should I go in first?
You're definitely the speediest.
And
the
possibly the quietest.
It didn't work so
This is
well last
true.
time I went first.
All right. Well, follow me. And Sindri will paw into the cave.
All right. Moving into the cave, you can see that the tunnel leads into a large natural cavern, supported by a pillar of rock. And as the tunnel moves behind you, you will see that in the western part of the cave, behind this massive pillar, there is a stockpile. 3 bedrolls, a heap of ordinary supplies, sacks of flour, bags of salt, casks of salted meat, lanterns, flasks of lamp oil, pickaxes, shovels, and other gear. And as you approach, you will see that amid the supplies is a body, short and thick, a dwarf.
Shit. I'll try and quietly make my way over.
All right. Making your way over, you won't need a check. He has been dead for quite some time. Perhaps a week. His clothing is badly singed from the front. It looks like something hit him hard. Make me an investigation roll.
That's a 9.
9. Something hit him really hard in the front. Looking at him, he is definitely dead, though. You can see places where the blood has welled up through rips in his shirt. You think that most of his ribs are probably shattered.
Okay.
He was brutalized by whatever hit him. Taking a quick survey of your surroundings, you'll see that the northeastern section of this cavern has also has collapsed at some point. And there is a 10-foot wide, 20-foot deep pit. There's a sturdy hemp rope tied around one of 3 stalagmites in the cavern that dangles over the side of the edge. And looking at this, you are going to recognize, you've met Gundren, you've met his brothers, you've worked with him before. This is his brother, Tharden.
Sorry, in the pit or the one that was by the casks?
The one that is by the cask. It is his brother, Tharden. Nundro, the other brother, is nowhere to be seen.
I'll gesture for everyone else to come over to the pit.
Okay. Is anybody else
Alessandra will
investigating?
try and come quietly.
Okay. Anybody who wants to make a stealth roll may go ahead and do so.
If I'm being carried, what do I do?
Make me just a stealth roll, and if you fail, it will make Alessandra worse.
Okie dokie.
18.
18? Okay.
If she succeeds, does it give me advantage?
No. Good try.
Y'all!
And hold on.
Oh, wait, sorry. I roll with disadvantage because I have armor, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Right, hold on just one sec while I
I'd
update something.
love to play with a stealthy party once. I think it'd be very cool.
Dun, 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 dun.
I
Got a
purposefully
16 on disadvantage.
I purposefully did not take heavy armor at the beginning of this campaign because I hate having disadvantage on stealth checks.
Dun, 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 dun.
And now it doesn't matter. I rolled bad anyway. But
This makes it exciting, though.
exactly.
I mean, three
You
of
don't want to just stealth and just, get him, eh? You want
Where's
to
the
fight.
I
Where's
always
the
play
fun?
rogue type characters. They're always like scoundrels and ne'er-do-wells and people with stealth checks.
You want to get ready for trouble and make it double. Come on, you know you do.
Protect the world from devastation, unite all people within our nation.
Mhm.
I'm not going to
Nailed
continue
it.
too much because I don't want to get TOS for it, but it's all there.
It's true.
Denouncing the evils of truth and love.
Okay. So, let's see what y'all got on your stealth rolls. We've got, oh boy. I've got a 6, I've got a 17, I've got a 16, I've got, and what'd you get, Sindri?
18.
Okay, and I'm gonna roll for lyric. Well, it's technically it's on the edge. I'll re-roll it. Okay, that's a 13. Okay, so as you are creeping forward, you're going to be able to do so. Carmilla, your armor is going to bang a bit, but it's not terrible. It's going to kind of draw some of the rest of your attention as you kind of move slowly forward. But as you move forward and your armor makes a bit of noise, you're going to hear a noise echo throughout the cave that's going to actually drown your sound out. It's going to be this boom. Anyone with a passive perception of 12 or higher is going to be able to feel a soft rumbling in their feet.
Oh,
Does anybody else feel that?
It's from
Oh,
below
my.
us.
Oh, I thought you were quivering.
No, that's in the ground.
Oh. Wow, that's pretty intense.
There must be something else. I guess the mine must be in there somehow. Do we want to go down the... Sindri will look down at the rope and just kind of sigh. I suppose I'll take a look. And we'll scamper down the rope.
Okay. Scampering down the rope, you can easily make your way down there, so don't even stress about making a roll. At the bottom of the pit, you are going to see that there is a body slumped there. It's a goblin. But as you get closer, you're going to see that its head is shaped strangely. The skull is elongated, and there are streaks of something across its skin. Right now you're relying on dark vision, if I'm not mistaken, so color's not going to be an issue for you, or an option for you. But you can immediately tell, by getting closer to the goblin, that it's dead. And it's not a Cragmaw goblin.
We've seen these before, right? We saw one
Yeah.
in the cave outside of the manor that had the red cloaks in it. Red brands.
Mm-hmm. You did.
But
They're
we've
very
only ever
close.
seen them dead, right?
Yeah, you've only ever seen them dead.
Well, Briark to you too, buddy. Sindri will search their body.
There's nothing on their body that hasn't already been pilfered away. However, at the bottom of the pit, you are going to see that there is a tunnel connecting to the north, well, northwest, and to the east.
Psst. Psst. There's more down here. Psst.
And while Sindri's doing that, is anybody inspecting the body or looking around this area?
I think, yeah, Alessandra will kneel and let Anthea down if she wants, and just check to see if she can figure out maybe what killed him. So
Sure,
what we might need to watch out for.
Make me an investigation roll.
Oh, and Sindri, do you think it's safe to pull the light out?
That is 17.
Maybe. Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anthea, would you like to pull your light out?
Okay. Ding!
All right, suddenly the cave is flooded with light from you, and you are going to see a goblin with streaks of green coursing through their flesh, dead at the bottom of this pit. An elongated cone-like head. The bones warped and strange. Its eyes are pale and milky, like the color of poisonous mushrooms. Looking over the body, Lady Alessandra, you are going to recognize that Gundren's brother appears to have been murdered by magic. The impact points speak to you of magic missile or something else that's maybe force magic, like the kind that Squish uses. His clothes are filthy, and most of them are badly, badly damaged from this. It looks like the impact was so strong that the missiles that struck him in the front and the back punched directly through his clothing, snapping his ribs and causing him to internally hemorrhage until he died. However, you're going to notice something strange as you inspect his body. He has a place on his back where, underneath his cloak, the clothing has ripped from the impact. The cloak itself is completely intact.
Huh.
It is a red cloak. Not like the red brand cloaks, but a red and gold patterned cloak that is fixtured by a brooch on the front. Looks to be
I would like
very...
to investigate it because it's kind of odd that it looks fine compared to everything else.
Okay, you can make me an Arcana roll if you'd like.
Sure. She's not awful at Arcana.
Nice. You're trained in it, right?
No, I am not.
Okay.
But I rolled an 18 and I had 2 as my mod.
With an unnatural 20, you would know that magical items tend to be very resistant to damage. And there is a good chance that perhaps the cloak was resistant to such harm. There's an easy way to tell. You try to rip it.
She's gonna try and rip the corner.
It resists you with all of its might.
Interesting.
You think this is magic of some sort, for certain.
Okay.
What do you have there?
Anything that checks that stuff.
Lyric will lean forward.
Well, I think it's magic. I'm not sure what type.
Might as well take
It's very resistant to ripping, see?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not doing him any good.
No, this is true. All right.
If we want to, I could figure it out.
Sure. I mean, it would be probably good to know what it is. It might be useful.
I have a question.
Yes.
Could I identify it while we're moving if I'm not walking?
Yeah, actually, you probably could. That would probably be much easier.
Nice.
So you've just been kind of like looking over her shoulder the whole time, like, oh, you could just hand that up. Sure, make me an Arcana roll, or are you using Detect Magic?
I was gonna do Identify.
Oh, damn!
As a ritual.
Right to that. Okay, yeah, sure.
A ritual would take 10 minutes, though.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
So if we're moving, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that works for me.
Let me just pull up Identify then.
While you're looking that up, I'm gonna look around at the barrels because you said there were a bunch of barrels and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Most of them look like simple supply. They mostly look like simple supplies. What are you looking for?
Okay, I'm looking for one that could be emptied. Basically,
Absolutely.
something that would that would fit Tharden. I kind of want to just like have him set away so that we know to come, like when we come back and get him, nothing's eaten him or something like that.
Well, there are full casks of salted meat, so I'm going to say that there is probably a barrel full of various goods that were easier to transport that way. So yeah, I'll say that there is like basically there's a small barrel large enough for a dwarf, or mostly.
Perfect for riding over a waterfall.
It's,
I'll dump out
that movie. I'll tell you a story during the break about that movie.
I'm gonna dump all the stuff out and
sounds good.
Bring it over.
And if anybody wants to, there also is a lantern here with a nice, actually quite a few lanterns and flasks of oil.
Oh, before I hop back up, I wanted to see if there was anything particularly sentimental on his body.
You will see that he has a part of a 3-part friendship necklace that says "Best Bros."
I love that. I'm going to take that for Gundren.
Okay, he's got the middle bit.
Oh.
So yeah, you can absolutely take that.
There. Looking up from the pit. Guys.
You look up the escarpment.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we're almost done up here and we'll follow you.
Okay. It's just really dark down here.
I'll come closer.
Will you help?
Oh, well, would you like some light, Sindri?
Yes, please.
Alessandra will pick up a rock, cast light on it, and drop.
Thank you.
Double lanterns.
You're welcome.
No, sorry. I was meaning help me put Tharden into a barrel. Would you mind helping? This way, if any animals come in, he will be safe.
Well, of course. I was simply trying to arrange him a little more nicely.
Well, this will keep him safe, and we can take him back to be buried correctly.
That's a good idea.
We will do that, and then head to the. There's a rope going down, right? Doesn't look too treacherous.
No, you can make it down easily.
Okay. Well, I just walked down the side of the wall, but I just wanted to make sure everyone else was good.
You can even hold on to the rope just so that you don't feel left out. So now the only thing that you have to decide as you traverse your way down is whether or not you are heading to the northwest or the southeast.
Ooh. Oh, one thing. I'm going to put the light back in my bag so that I'm not shining bright light. And put an unlit lantern on my belt.
Sounds good.
That sounds fun.
Sindri will put his pocket rock away as well.
Pocket rock?
Pocket rock with light. And then take a listen to the path to the northwest.
Okay. Listening at the path to the northwest, you are going to make me a perception roll.
5.
5.
Hold on. Let me just check. 7.
Oh, 7. That's way better than 5.
Super much better.
Listening there, you are going to kind of like pull your ear forward, and you're going to hear the sound of that rumbling again, echoing through the cave. But besides that, nothing else.
I think the noise is coming from this way. Let's go check it out.
Right.
Okay.
Sounds like a good idea.
All right, you move into the next corridor. Here you can see that this area consists of numerous intersecting passages. The ceilings here are only 6 feet high, and several of the passages end in partially excavated rock faces. You can see that there are passages immediately to the east and the west of you, as well as a kind of diagonal one that heads directly kind of northwestish from you, and one that leads north from just behind you.
we want to work our way from the west and continue in that direction?
I trust you.
That's...
Sure.
I just do a thorough search.
We'll follow the right-hand wall.
Yes.
The right-hand
always
wall would be
keep
the
your hand-
opposite direction that he just mentioned.
Oh, west. Sorry, other way around. I don't know my west and left.
Follow the left-hand wall.
Okay. Taking a glance down the left-hand wall over on the west, you'll see that there are 2 collapsed corridors that you can easily just kind of give a quick glance to and go, nope, and then start heading up the diagonal passage.
Well, that was a path we could have not taken. Okay.
What is marching order?
I'll go first.
Sindri. I
I
will.
think Alessandra will take up the rear with Anthea, I guess.
Oh, I was gonna say I'll be like last because I have been notoriously the loudest.
Are you forgetting the game that I wasn't here for? And
That's
I
on me,
wrote
then.
everything.
That's on.
I don't know. I think
That's fully
Alessandra has
unfair.
caught attention a few times because of her armor and stuff.
Or was it the game that we all botched our stealth checks in a row?
I think
Okay, well
so.
let's if you're still because we have the lights out.
Yeah.
Pretty sure this
No.
is the first time I've succeeded in one of these checks. So
Okay, so if lights are out, let's say Sindri, Lyric, Alessandra with Anthea, directly followed by Carmilla. That way Anthea's in between us.
sure.
I
That makes
can't
sense.
see anything. So that makes sense to me.
Perfect.
Okay. So then it's Lyric is second, and then who is... So then it's Anthea and Alessandra?
Yes.
Okay, and then Squish.
And then me.
All right, and then you at the back. Making your way through these corridors, you're going to head up the diagonal passageway, immediately seeing a collapsed passage to the left, a passage heading north, and another passage to your right.
Well, let's keep on following the left wall. We'll eventually clear out the whole place.
Okay.
The whole place is starting to look mighty big.
I'm getting that impression too.
Let's keep a good pace.
I
Okay.
don't think this is going to be very fast. If we find a good spot, we might want to scout for camp and mark our way back. Does anybody have chalk?
I do, actually.
Do you want to try and mark the way what turns we take?
Oh no, I have charcoal. That's not going to help us.
I mean, it'll write on a wall, won't it?
Oh, true, yeah.
It won't be very visible.
No.
I have a Dungeoneer's pack. Doesn't that have chalk in
have-
it?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like I should for spells, though.
Yeah.
Chalk's not exactly expensive, so I'm assuming Kelly's just going to hand wave and say yes.
You will. A Dungeoneering kit has chalk.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
It does now. It does in Phandelver. They specifically pack it in there because they're like...
Nice.
Because you know what happens is you get that sickness when you're under in mines where you have to eat chalk. Which I forget the
Exactly.
name of,
Mm.
but it's a...
Shock
it's
sickness.
chalk sickness. All right. Heading straight ahead of you. Sindri, you will check the leftmost passage, seeing again that it ends in a dead end. There's a fork. And heading back to the straight, you can see that the passage directly northward heads even further north. Looks like into a more natural cave shape.
Oh, there's a natty cave down this way.
A what?
A natty cave, the natural cave. A
How
big
can you see
natural
with that
cave.
natty light? Well, I thought
Lyric,
it was funny.
It is very funny. Lyric, let's go.
I'm right with you. I'm right here.
Oh, sorry.
You-
It's so dark.
Don't you have dark vision?
Yes,
You?
in fact, I actually kind of never shut up about it.
we're always like, wow, it's very dark in here. And you're like, well, I have dark vision. Before we can even finish saying, but it's lucky we all have dark vision. Honestly, you're kind of the worst.
I know.
Sorry, I feel like I'm speaking from above.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay.
I'm just very nervous.
Can I get that's great. Perfect. You are going to head north. And as you are, thank you, it was Pika. I appreciate you looking that up. It's Pika. I knew it was a cute...
Pika.
Pika? No, it's
Anyway,
the
I don't
Pikachu
know.
disease. It's Pika. It's Pika.
No,
All right. You are going to start to hear something dripping in your wake. As you do, you are going to... Where'd all the figures go? Where'd Anthea and... You guys... Oh, you're not on my main map for some reason. That's weird.
Yeah, they're showing on my map here.
Hold on, let me just refresh.
Mine just
real
went
quick.
blank. All of a sudden they disappeared.
I don't know. I just moved things.
That should
Oh,
work.
okay. Maybe you kept ahead of me on the moving. Yeah. I got distracted.
All right, cool.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
and I moved your piece. 'Cause I grabbed everyone and just shuffled everyone forward.
Okay.
But
Can we
yours,
just, like,
I think it's the same thing where I was like, "Aren't you here?
Huzzah.
What are you talking about?"
All right. Well,
Feel free to
everybody
keep
hop
moving me
back for a
forward.
sec because there's something happening right back here.
Oh, so sorry.
I disappeared.
Where's...
Ah.
God damn it, where'd Sindri go?
Underneath?
Lyrics on
Yeah.
top of Sindri.
Okay, let's move.
Who's on first? God damn it.
No,
All
who's
right.
on second?
Who's on second? All right.
Well, who's on Sindri?
Who's on Sindri? Lyric.
Sorry.
Okay.
Who's not?
Sildar, but we're working on it.
Anthea soon.
Wait, what?
As a backpack.
Strapped to the monk.
Oh.
Let's go.
I thought that you were finally on the straight path.
No.
On the straight path.
Nah.
No.
Oh, hey, somebody. So, as you're progressing northward, you're going to start to hear the sound of dripping behind you. It starts small, like you would expect in a cave like this. A little drop, 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 and then a drop, 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 and then a... The sound of about 80 gallons smashing into the ground behind you, and suddenly something crashes through a gap in the wall and ceiling as an amber ooze that rolled a 2 on its stealth roll crashes behind you. Can I get an initiative roll off of everyone?
Blah.
It is the most stealthy of oozes. All right, this ochre jelly, oh boy, it rolled, actually, technically it rolled a 0 on its stealth check, just so you know. All right, so I have a grand total for its initiative of 7. All right, Lyric with a 10. This dice only wants to roll 9s today. All right, looking at the initiative right now, I have Carmilla, followed by Anthea, followed by Sindri, Lyric, Ooze Boy, and then Alessandra. All right, top of the initiative, Carmilla. This ooze crashes to the ground behind you, opening its slavering maw, kind of looking like a rotted pumpkin that goes... and starts reaching toward you. What do you do?
Draw and slice.
Draw and slice. All right, make me an attack roll.
Bam. That is going to be a 21.
Oh, and pardon me real quick. You're in this tunnel. Unless you're using a light weapon, please roll with disadvantage because of the height of the tunnel.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Okay, that is a 19.
Beautiful. You are going to slam your blade into the side of this creature. Your blade cuts deep, rending it in twain. And as it does, it's going to go... and just reform around the cut. Slashing damage does not appear to be useful against this creature.
Son of a monkey. Okay. I'm gonna use a superiority dice.
Okay.
Does anyone want to move and get behind this thing? Or should I use a distracting to give you to give the next person advantage?
That might be a better option.
Okay. Do you guys
Because you'd be giving Anthea that option.
Cool. Yep, that sounds good to me. All right, so it's gonna take 21 damage, but apparently not.
Yep.
And then the next person that attacks has advantage.
Perfect. All right, so you slash in, and it goes and looks kind of annoyed and hungry at you. How something without a face can look, well, it kind of has a face. Just to give you an example of how much of a face it has, this creature oozes at you.
Has more of a face than a lot of oozes.
It kind of looks like the Oogie Boogie Man.
It looks like Oogie Boogie.
Yeah.
Get it in my belly.
All right. Over to Anthea. Anthea, this thing is distracted as Carmilla slashes through. What do you do?
Whoa, I'm gonna throw a firebolt.
With advantage.
With advantage. Ka-cha! Do I have determination? I do have determination. I'm gonna use my determination, and that's gonna be a 16 because I can.
A 16? Man, that hits it super well.
Does it?
You are going, yeah, it does.
Oh, nice.
This thing is very dexterous. It is not very.
Oh, I guess that's true.
You are going
I'm just
to.
always like,
I know, you're right. You're always worried. You are going to. Oh no. Oh, I forgot something that I have to do now. Perfect. As I'm gonna spend a hurt them more, you are going to firebolt it, and as you do, roll me damage.
Oh, 3.
3 points of damage. Beautiful. Yeah. As you do, you are going to hit it, and it is going to tremble. And along the seams where it was cut, it is going to split into 2 other jellies.
Oh!
It looked like it was bubbling up to do this, and then just kind of forgot about it for some reason.
I just forgot about it.
Because I forgot about that part of ochre jellies. I'm sorry. I'm good at my job. All right. However, you have singed the one in front of you very well.
Squish, get him!
Squish.
Squish. Yeah. Squish does not have advantage, but Squish is gonna get him!
Squish gonna get nat 20.
No. Squish got a 15.
15 is a hit. Roll me damage.
Whoa, yeah! Which one was really good last time for me? This one. Let's see. Let's see if we can do it again. Let's go again. No, that's okay. Plus, that's gonna be 3 again.
3 again? Okay.
Got force damage this time.
That force damage, you're going to clock it directly in the face, and it's, well, what looks like a face, and it is going to go and is going to kind of look angrily at you. Sindri, it is your turn.
Fireworked. So Sindri will, that'd be a 3-person slide. I don't know if that's realistic.
You can go through 3 people, yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Beep beep. And Sindri will breathe fire along the length of his staff and smack in for fire damage with his quarterstaff.
Okay, go ahead.
Does a 15 hit?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that's a D8 plus. So that's 13 points of fire damage on my first one.
Oh my god. You are going. How do you do's this?
So using the burning spot, Sindri will breathe the golden fire down the staff and just shove the staff in and wiggle it around.
And real quick, does the staff count as a light weapon?
Yes, because it's a monk weapon.
Oh, perfect. All right, so you pool cue this thing to death.
continue his run. 5, 10, 15, or I guess that's 10. And then use flurry of blows into the thing in front of him. So two unarmed attacks.
Perfect.
So the first 14 and sorry, not a 14. Math is so hard today. 16 and a 25.
Man, you feel like you got to hit multiple times with that.
Yeah. So the first one will do 6 points of fire damage.
6 points of fire damage. Absolutely. You're going to flaming bird punch your way into this thing.
And the second one will do 7 points of fire damage.
7 points of damage. This thing is only half the ooze it was a moment ago. Actually, it's like a third the ooze, a fourth the ooze it was a moment ago. It is an ooze on fire. Great, now I've got the song stuck in my head.
This ooze is on fire.
Yeah, you got it. All right, this ooze is not going to split again, but is going to... and is going to be still kind of burning a little bit. Lyric is going to go, do you think piercing would work? Pew! And she's going to take a shot with her crossbow, and you can't really miss with oozes. She's going to fire a crossbow bolt down into the furthest one, dealing 6 points of piercing damage to it. As one of, strangely, piercing does not cause this problem, as a crossbow bolt goes directly into its massive undulating form and goes basically like a cherry inside of a Jell-O mold. But it still hurts it, apparently. I don't know why. I didn't make the oozes. Oh, that seemed to work. Ooze number 1 is dead. Ooze number 2 is going to go and is going to attack Sindri. And that's not gonna hit. Sindri does a 4 hit?
No, armor class 18, so.
Cool. I'm gonna spend a hurt the more to reroll that, though. Let's go! There, is this, okay, 18? Right. He gets so close with his 16 as he goes, and does basically a Captain Kirk swing and smashes a piece of the wall away next to your head.
Ah!
All right, Alessandra.
I need something that does bludgeoning in the future. Pick me up a club.
Use Anthea.
Don't use Anthea. Don't use Anthea.
Ham flamp. Hit a motherfucker with a halfling.
I have a hammer.
Okay. Well, you know what? This is going to be a vehicle for something else. I'm going to throw a hand axe at it.
Okay.
That is slashing, but it's a melee attack still.
Okay. Oh, well, actually, pardon me. Throwing a hand axe is a ranged attack.
But it's a melee weapon.
It is a melee weapon. So it does, are you trying to smite?
When you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack.
So melee weapon attack is a in your hand attack.
Ah, damn it. Okay.
But you could move up and do it.
Sure. At least it's small, so I should be able to swing it properly, correct?
All right, and Anthea is still directly behind you, because there's enough room.
Yes. Okay. So that is 23 to hit.
23 to hit. You could have hit it 3 times. Which one are you attacking? The one at the left or the bottom?
Thought wasn't what? Not only 2 and 1 was dead.
No, one of them split into 3.
Whichever one looks maybe more damaged.
That's the one that Sindri was firing up. All right, so you're going to hit it. Roll me damage.
Okay. Now, I am going to smite it with that attack.
Perfect.
Now, slashing damage doesn't matter, so is there any point rolling it?
Don't bother rolling the slashing damage.
Cool.
So it's going to use its reaction, but go ahead and give me the damage first.
Okay. So this is 6 fire damage as I hit it with Searing Smite. At the start of each of its turns,
you know what?
until the spell ends.
I wouldn't worry about that. How do you want to do this? With the caveat that it's using its reaction from the slashing damage to split into 2 more, but is going to be -4 hit points each when it splits. So it's basically going to split and evaporate? I don't know. Tell me what happens.
Yeah, you know what? You know what it looks like when sugar starts burning on the stove?
Oh, yeah.
You've gone past caramel and you're burning. Yeah, that just starts happening and spreading out from the hand axe as she brings it down into it.
Beautiful. All right. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's an action and a bonus action.
Okay. The last remaining ochre jelly is going to let out a little of rage. And is going to, what's my reach? 5 feet? Is gonna attack. You know what? I'm gonna use my Hurt Them More to do a sweeping attack on you and Anthea. I actually hit you! Oh my god! Wait, I might not have hit Ella. I got a 21.
I don't have Shield of Faith on, so I'm at 20.
Okay. All right, so it's going to wind up and is going to crank you both. Both of you are going to do me a favor. You are going to take 8, 10 points of bludgeoning damage and 5 points of acid damage as it smashes into you. And that is its turn. Carmilla.
Sorry, one sec. How much was that?
It was 10 points of bludgeoning, 5 points of acid, 15 total. All right, Carmilla, top of the initiative. This thing has just smashed part of your party. That's your job to smash at least one of them.
She's going to sort of let her longsword sort of fall to, well, she's going to keep it in her offhand, but sort of out of the way and draw her short sword, which is light and does piercing.
Does piercing.
I will go for it.
All right, go for it.
Not good. That's I think that's a 9.
That's a hit.
Is it really?
Its AC is 8.
Oh, wild. That's crazy. Okay.
This thing hits hard, but my god, it's easy to hit.
Oh, actually, I lied because I put my strength up, so I'm actually +6 now.
Oh.
So that would have been a 10.
Oh, just like you.
Yeah. Then that is 8 piercing damage.
8 piercing damage. How do you do it?
Ooh, fun. I think she's just gonna step in front of Alessandra and Anthea. And just in case this one explodes as well, is just going to kind of make herself as big as she can and sort of fluff her coat out as big as she can make it, and stab just straight down into this thing, kind of piercing the stone underneath it.
All right, it is going to dissolve into nothingness, leaving behind only an ochre-colored stain.
Is everyone all right?
That thing was kind of gross, and I kind of got some grossness on me.
It's very gross.
I think it's in your hair.
No, most of my hair's covered.
It does sound like there's water ahead, though. Perhaps we should go, as long as there's not more of these.
You don't appear to see any more of them around. And indeed, you can hear the sound, a little bit of water in the distance, and smell a bit of water just to the north of you.
Carmilla's got the right idea. Let's get cleaned up.
All right. Heading northward to go clean yourselves up. Who knows what you'll encounter there? But we'll find out after this quick break. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're better right
No!
back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hi, guys.
This is the part of the program where we watch Chris eat cheese.
Nice. Beautiful.
Nice.
Very well done.
I hope you're all having a good time tonight. It is the Monday of Mondays, guys. Oh,
It's such a Monday.
such a frickin' Monday.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of really annoying stuff happen to me today, like all in a row. And then like, right, it was just like, it was a Monday on top of Mondays. And then you guys had Monday stuff happening. And then like, it's just Monday. I didn't even get a bunch of stuff done. I was supposed to do.
It's out of the way.
This is true.
That's true. But like, all my Monday stuff has to happen now on Tuesday. So I got a bunch of stuff. I got to do. I was supposed to have, I'm like a couple episodes. I had a fun thing yesterday where I was running Dreams of Arcos, and I was like, oh, what was the thing that I said before? And they're like, well, let's check YouTube. And they're like, you didn't put the last episode up, Kelly. I'm like, what? We recorded that in December. Balls.
Bonus content. Bonus
Right?
content.
This is the problem with making so
Bonus
many shows.
content.
We make so many shows that I forget to put some up, and I'm like, balls. Okay, better get on top of that.
I've been watching the Transylvania Chronicles, and I've been really
Three
enjoying
hurt
that.
the more.
Oh, thank you. It's real. Last episode went places I was not expecting. I was like, oh god, this is a content warning and a half. Thanks, everybody.
I like all those players. They're real cool people.
They're real cool people. And they're playing vampires very well.
I think I sent you guys the TikTok I saw that was a girl that was like, I'm really excited. I really want to play vampire. Like I've been playing D&D and I've been playing a bunch of Powered by the Apocalypse, but I really want to get into vampire and I really want to try vampire. But every time I watch a vampire live stream, it just seems like everybody hates each other. And
Yes.
is that part of the game? And I was like, yes, correct. Yes, it is.
Who was this? Who asked you this?
It was a person on TikTok. I can't remember who they are. They're like an occasional D&D person.
You should send them Transylvania Chronicles. Everybody works really well together.
Yeah,
It's really ridiculous. They're all like, oh, so group murder? Group murder.
Hooray!
But they do it as a team.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think I've only been in a vampire game with Kelly here.
Yeah. Well, you were in a vampire LARP with me for a little while, and man, vampire LARPs can be a lot of fun, but they're also gonna be like the worst thing on the planet. Because it's like, hey, do you want to spend time hanging out in costumes with the worst versions of your friends?
Yeah.
And the character I was playing was truly just an awful creep. And no one was excited to see them. And I was like, okay, well, I've made this character. Time for me to hang out and be a weirdo for like months. Months. And yeah. So, and then just a rapidly devolving gangrel because, old water rules.
That was great. It was so good because that was the first time that Jen played in a game. So it was a bunch of Sabbat vampires, so like modern day evil vampires, and they found like some vampires from the Dark Ages, which included Jen. And the first thing that Jen did, because she was from a previous campaign, was she hit him with like a "You're in love and devoted with me" power, and got like the equivalent of like 4 nat 20s on the roll. For those who don't know the, and it was like, well, so long as Chris is fine with this, you belong to her now, so enjoy.
Oh yeah. Fail every single resist frenzy check.
So
just
good.
like, all right, okay, this person is turning into like some monstrosity before your eyes over the course of like 2 weeks. Like
It was pretty great.
That's very good. See, I've only ever NPC'd in LARPs, and I think my favorite one was in Cal's LARP, where I got to be, I think I was a werewolf that one session.
Were you?
And well, and I was like, oh, it's a parlor LARP, and there's no like combat, but then Winter was playing in it, and she comes around, she's like, okay, so I'm gonna jump on the thing's back, and she's like, can I jump on your back? And if you have seen me and Winter next to each other, it's quite a size difference. So I was like, oh, absolutely. And so like I huffed her up on my back. And then Blog was there as well. And Blog's like, okay, I'm going to attack. I beat him while I have a winter monkey on my back.
No, don't do stunts in your actual LARPs.
Yeah, don't actually do stunts. This was just.
I ended up in the ER
whatever.
because of a LARP stunt once because I did a dive roll.
These were pretty low key, but I ended up
pretty
with
low
Chris Blogg by the shirt in one hand, the other player in the shirt by the other. Because I just
was that
kept
me in the other shirt?
No, you weren't there this session. I think
What?
it was because I think it was at a time when I didn't know you were there. I can't remember now.
I did miss a few of those episodes. We knew each other.
I think because we'd met by that point. But I had Winter on my back, I had Blogg in one hand, the other player in the other hand, and then and bless Cal is like, all right, I'm gonna like cool guy slide under its legs, and he just like shimmies his way onto the ground, and so that he's like looking right up under me, and I was like, is this what LARP is, guys? And they're like, yes it is. It's like perfect.
You can definitely be kind of like that.
It was very good.
From Cal and my first LARP experience together, absolutely 100%.
Cal has told me about how you guys met many times over coffee, and because like I met Cal by accident, and I was like, oh, who is this guy? And then I noticed you were mutual friends, and I think I was like, is this guy legit? And you're like, yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, Cal's great.
Turned out he was fine.
The circumstances were not normal, and it was a real weird time.
It just sounds like you met at like a swingers party.
It wasn't not that.
Cal is a linchpin friend. Every person I meet seems to somehow know Cal. My ex and I, when we met, same thing happened. I saw on Facebook, I was like, hang on, we're both friends with Cal. That's weird. And my, at the time, new boyfriend was like, oh no, we used to work at Blockbuster together. And I was like, hell yeah. And now they have a podcast.
That's ridiculous. So, speaking of barrels, because I promised to tell this story, I dated a girl who absolutely hated fantasy. Just absolutely loathed it. She loathed a lot of things, but fantasy was one of them. And she really liked Star Wars, though. It's kind of weird. But I finally convinced her because I loved the Lord of the Rings movies. We went to like a one-man Lord of the Rings show. And she actually got mocked by the performer because she was the only one who had never seen the movies or read the books. It was pretty great. But we were out visiting some family, and I was like, oh, the new Hobbit's out. Like, the Lord of the Rings movies are so good. We're going to go watch this. There's nothing else on in the movies. Let's go see this. And she's like, I want to see it. I'm like, okay, I will trade you the next movie I don't want to see to go to the Hobbit. Because it was one of those relationships where it wasn't great. But we went, and it was The Hobbit. Which, man, I got ripped off on that deal. That was the worst movie.
Hard sell, my dude.
Hard sell. I was like halfway through the movie, I'm like, I'm not even enjoying this. Wolf and a half.
I will stand by the
Your
same
man.
way I stand. Yeah.
Me. Dun
Which
dun
one?
dun. Two separate thoughts, but yeah.
I will stand by that. Just like, what's that stupid? There's a number of movies that are based on books, and The Hobbit is one of them. That stand alone as a film is great. It's a perfectly fine film.
Are you talking about the animated one, or are you talking about the live action?
I'm talking about the live action one.
No.
I will stand by that it is a perfectly fine movie. Is it spectacular? No. Is it a perfectly good, like, big blockbuster? Like, you want to go watch a bunch of men fall in love with each other? Great. But
wait, what?
They spent.
Well, that took a turn there. Are you sure you're not thinking about Brokeback Mountain? It's a similar movie in many ways.
They spent far too much time trying to like buffer it up with Silmarillion junk. It's like this would have been a better, like, maybe 2-part film if you really wanted to go ham.
Yeah, I can
but
see
like
that.
They just made it a totally different film, which is fine. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think if you're not super tied to the books, I think it's a perfectly fine film. But
yeah, I'm not a fan, but I grew up on the original Hobbit animated one, like the Bashki one, the animated
Rankin Bass.
Rankin Bass, that's right.
Not Rankin Bass.
No, you're right.
Yeah,
It's
right.
Rankin Bass, not Bashki, who did the Lord of the Rings live action. But actually, like, I have a scar on my nose from that movie because I watched it for the first time while I was hallucinating from chickenpox. And there's this scene where the goblins open their mouths and they've got esophagi inside of esophagi. And that, I was 5, it freaked the hell out of me. I love it. To this day, like, down, the goblin town. Like, that bit, oh, hell yes. But no, like, I still have a scar from that movie, basically.
When it comes to Hobbit movies, I can see both of your things because, like, Christa, yeah, it's a totally fine, just like fantasy blockbuster type movie. Kelly doesn't match the books very well, but what disappointed me was that Peter Jackson did it, and it did not feel like the Lord of the Rings.
It's because they gave him like a month to prep.
What if he made like a
that, but also they did it all on green screen.
Yeah.
And CG. Yeah. Like none of it pretty much was practical, which
anybody who does anything on green screen is just the worst. Like you got to go practical with everything. You're like, I think that it just people who do green screen. Oh shit.
But I have a question too, not like in general, but for like something I've done. I got myself a new phone that's arriving because I was able to upgrade mine. Yeah. But that means I need a new phone case.
Yeah.
So colorful ombre, clear with flowers, glitter, holographic. What should I do? There's too many options.
I personally stand by the very beefy ones. I think a good beefy case is the most important.
Like this is my current one, which is clear with flowers and stuff on it. And I do enjoy it, but I did see earlier when we were getting ready, I was trolling Etsy and they had a bunch of really hot colored like ombre ones.
Counterpoint, get something you like and don't drop your phone on your face. Or ever.
Yeah, that too.
I have dandelions.
Oh, cute.
This used to be a snow bunny and then she fell off. She's somewhere, but
is that
I feel like I'm probably
Chris?
gonna lean away from holographic and glitter just for the summertime.
Is that...
What is that?
I can't figure out what it is.
Issues?
It's a bear in space.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh.
Like,
there's some nudity involved in this?
I mean, implied. They're in space. Can we get like a censored bar in post?
Exactly.
Yeah. I feel like I should stay away from glitter just because of like when the sun hits it in the summer, it's gonna suck.
Yeah, probably. Sure. Hello, Rolling Nomads. Thanks for the raid. Okay, folks. Anything else we want to talk about? So I already told you all I'm going to take a week off after next week. Tomorrow, Shards of Nirn is coming back. And it's going to be weird. It's going to be good. What else is happening? Wednesday is Transylvania. Here's the schedule for the next bit so that you're aware. Wednesday is Transylvania Chronicles. Thursday, I'm taking the day off. I'm taking the evening off. It's so weird to say I'm taking the day off because I feel like I get a lot of time off, but I still work like an 8 to 10 hour day doing Dorktale stuff, and then I film. So I'm like, I just realized I don't actually take days off. I might take Friday off. I might just not do anything on Friday, except for like a 2-hour recording session in the evening, which is mostly just me messing around, doing a Valentine's Day thing. It's gonna be fun. Patreon gets it first, so join the Patreon. Then Saturday, Mage is coming back. Sunday is Planescape, and then a recording session afterwards for something that you definitely want. Then Monday, we're gonna hopefully finish Wave Echo Cave, and then from there we've got Strixhaven. We got Strixhaven. Yeah, we got Strixhaven.
Strixhaven is on the 27th or the 13th, and then the 27th.
Yeah, and then next Wednesday is when I start my vacation, or next Wednesday. The Wednesday of the 14th. Yeah, because it's Valentine's Day. I'm taking Valentine's Day off. So yeah.
Take it.
Mm-hmm.
Using Dork Tales to avoid this paper for colonial and post-colonial literature. That is probably a great idea. Although technically Dungeons and Dragons is post-colonial literature.
If anything's post-colonial.
Makes sense.
Yeah, right. Eventually. Oh, and watch Robin play Bloodlines on Friday. That was fun. I like the clips that I made of that because very, very reactive face when you get Jeanette showing up. Jeanette. All right. So, besides that, Christine, are you going to do more kaiju dater?
Well, I mean, I found that one of the achievements is called Polyamorsaurus, so I do need to catch them all so I can get that title.
At me.
Polly, want a cracker?
That's that's so cute.
One of them is Romantosaurus.
Romantosaurus.
Because you're Gigachu, the kaiju that is pink with hearts all over them.
Oh.
And you get all sorts of like couple names with every
Wait,
other
you get
kaiju
like
you romance.
Bennifer names?
every one of them, by the time you get to Act 3, you have a couple name.
Huh.
Like my first one I think was like Tefrachu and then Garuchu and stuff like that. They just keep adding Chu on the end because that's the end of my name in that game. But also it's really cute. It's really LGBTQ plus supportive, and also has like lots of pronoun support because like you have to choose what your pronouns are going to be at the beginning, and it's really cute.
That's really adorable.
Awesome.
All right, so I guess with that out of the way, us talking about games you should watch, I think it's probably time for us to head back in. I'm just gonna update one last thing, and then we can head. Oh, that's a really good background. That's a pretty good one. We're gonna go. Boop. There we go, and that's going to be. I'm gonna name this Mine Map. Mine Map. No, when I click on it, it should... Did it work? Yeah, there it goes. All right, cool. Don't worry, you'll see it in a second. All right, folks. So without further ado, we are going to head back into game. Looking forward to it. Oh, cool. You found costume bits? Nice. I still have to figure out what color I'm painting myself. Okay, so let's head back into Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk. Hello and welcome back to Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk, here on Dork Tales. After defeating the ochre oozes, the ochre jellies, you progressed northward. Sure enough, there was water. A still pool fills much of the cavern that you find yourself in. The water is dark, revealing little of what may lie within. The shore of the pool consists of a thin layer of broken shells from strange, pale mussels. A fishy odor hangs in the air. A passage leads down to the south from which you just entered, and a set of steps leads to the east. A sluggish stream flows from the cave to the northeast, filling this pond. And as you step into the room once more, you will hear that shaking. Louder than before. The sound of crashing waves causing all of the stalactites and stalagmites to slowly vibrate above you, with a small touch of violence to it. What do you do?
I don't much care for this.
Me neither. Should we perhaps avoid the water and keep to the wall?
If we can. Well, you want to get cleaned up, get the goo off you. Right, Anthea?
You know, I don't know if the water in the cave is very sanitary. I've got like a flask and stuff. I think I'll be okay.
Okay.
It looks questionable to me.
Let's keep our eyes on the... I'll keep my eyes on Link if you want to wash off here.
Can I get a perception roll off of everyone?
$18.
18.
8.
8, okay.
Sorry, what was the roll?
Perception.
Oh.
Nothing?
A 4.
Okay. All right. You got a 4? Okay. And then Lyric also got a 4. Okay. So looking around, Sindri, as you're saying that and kind of meandering your way around the pool, once more, that shaking is going to occur. And as it does, you watch the water shift. And over the back of it, next to a small island of broken stalagmite, you'll just catch the edge of something inside of the water. A hand, just beneath the surface, rotted down to bone, golden rings covering the fingers.
Fuck.
It's not that far away, really.
Sindri will take the light stone that Lady Alessandra enchanted for him, flip it up and down in his hand once, and then skip it across the water towards the corpse.
Okay. All right, bouncing into the water, it will sink down into the darkness, and as it does, you're going to see a skeleton dressed in a pair of ancient rotten robes with stars and moons emblazoned on them, as well as looks like strips of a fabric with arcane runes. And as the pebble with light on it descends, suddenly something is going to swirl through the water. The light is going to go out as something massive swallows it, and a giant snake bursts through the water. Can I get an initiative roll?
Oh, see? That's bad news.
Grab it.
Snake! It's a snake! It's a snake!
Oh, it's a snake.
Oh, it's a big fucking snake!
Oh, it's snake. Mushroom.
All right, so Snaky Boy does not beat your initiative, Sindri. Sindri has a 22, followed by Snaky Boy at a 19. Cool. Snake. Lyric has a 14, but because she is not here, Anthea will go first. Because you guys are tied. Then it is going to be Ella and Carmilla. All right, Sindri, you see this, the light vanishes, this giant constrictor snake roars out of the water, hisses, and launches itself toward you. What do you do?
I hate this so much. I hate it's a giant constrictor snake in water. I hate it. Sindri's gonna be cool and not freak out, and be an adventurer like I am not. How deep is the water there?
The deep, it is about 10 feet deep.
So is it possible for me to stand on the the shore
Yes.
here?
So basically it is a sloping, so I would say it's about 2 feet, 5 feet, 10 feet.
Okay. I will use patient defense and go for an attack with my quarterstaff.
Please do.
And probably miss with a 12.
A 12 is a hit.
Oh, work.
It's just a
all
snake.
right,
It does
so-
not know Kung Fu.
So I am going to do cold damage with this one.
Okay.
And whirl it up, taking a big swing and like bring a winter kind of winter breath of it and just smash it into it.
Perfect.
And deal 9 points of damage, of cold damage.
Beautiful.
And then go for a backflip kick, because why not?
Backflip kick. Do it.
And that's 12.
12 is a hit. Roll me damage.
All right, and that's gonna be 6 points of damage because I leveled up.
Beautiful. 6 points of damage.
I just kind of land in like a ready stance in the water.
All right, you do your reverse snake kick, and it is going to let out a snarl. The water around is going to begin to crystallize with ice as you strike into it, and it's going to burst out of it, bits of frost atop its scales, and is going to lunge forward with the intent to constrict you. Quit.
Disadvantage because I have dodged.
That is true. Would you like to take an opportunity attack?
I would love to, actually.
That was going to be a 23, so congrats.
So 14 to hit.
Ooh. 14 to hit.
And I'll use my quarterstaff to be 9 points of frost damage again.
9 points of frost damage. All right. It sees you do the flip and lunges at you, and it doesn't realize that you had prepared for this. launching yourself into the air. You're going to crack it upside the head yet again. I'm going to spend to hurt them more and have it attempt a bite attack against you in its confusion with disadvantage. And it snaps its jaws at you, but you are too fast for it. Down the initiative, we have Anthea.
Oh, my goodness. See, very questionable.
Help!
Is it down in the water?
It is kind of like it's partially concealed by the water, but it's large enough you won't take a penalty if you try to hit it.
Okay. I'm going to jump off of Lady Alessandra because I realized that she's going to want to hit it with her sword.
Now, I will say it will have some resistance to fire being in the water.
That's okay. I was going to use my light crossbow.
Ooh, okay. It does not have that does not give you resistance. It does not.
All right, I'm going to shoot at it with my light crossbow.
Sounds great. Attack.
Attack. Ugh. That's a... I'm going to use my determination to try to make that a 17.
17's going to be a hit.
Nice. That's going to be 8 points of piercing damage.
8 points of piercing damage. All right, you are going to slam a bolt into the side of its snout, and it is going to let out this horrified hiss of pain as blood begins dribbling down its schnoz. Lyric is going to go, that seemed to work.
Hold on. It's Squish's turn. That's okay.
Of course, after you, Mr. Squish.
Get him! Oh, Squish rolled a 22.
Oh, yeah, that's going to hit it.
For 3 points of force damage.
All right, and what's going to happen is this arrow bolts, or this crossbow bolt's going to slam into part of its snout, basically like piercing the side of its nostril, right? And it's going to let its tongue out in this lashing fashion, and then Squish's force bolt is going to hit it right in the bolt, punching it through the other side of its nose. So now it has basically a septum piercing.
Yeah, teamwork.
All right, and then Lyric is going to take a shot, and it's going to get a nat 20.
Woo! Go, Lyric, go!
And is going to roll middling damage, but still, that's going to be 12 points of damage. And that's going to actually slam into one of its eye sockets. It's going to let out a yelp. What'd you say, Sindri?
Rolling inspiration.
Oh, that's right. I'm going to give inspiration to Alessandra because she's next. Oh, maybe someone else finish it off? All right, Alessandra, you're up.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna walk up right onto the edge of the lakeshore and try and smack it with my sword. I'm assuming because this has a bit of a lake that the cavern roof has probably gone up a little bit.
Yes, inside of this room, it is about 20-some feet.
Excellent. I am just gonna use my sword as usual then. Or actually, I'll pull Hugh. I'll use Hugh just because it gives me a +1. 10.
10 total? You have determination?
Ooh. Sure. That makes it what?
12.
12. 12.
12 was a hit.
Excellent. All right.
All right. Time to grant it Hugh.
That is 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. You are going to hack into the side of its neck, very Conan the Barbarian, kind of quack with the side of Hugh. This thing is beginning to bleed, splurting blood out of that wound like a tree trunk that's been tapped. Anything else on your turn?
Oh, wait. Shit. Did I have advantage?
Yes, you did.
I did not roll with advantage.
You may do so.
Does not help.
Okay. All right.
Well, I wouldn't have spent my determination, but oh well.
Okay, well, I'll give that back to you.
Okay.
Seems fair. Boop. All right, so with that then, you have set Carmilla up for a perfect attack.
It's too far away, so instead, she's just going to take a couple steps forward to sort of be around Lyric and pull her longbow and take a shot
All right, drawing your bow, you fire.
I'll use my determination to make that a 13.
That's gonna be a hit. The snake should have taken karate lessons.
How's this thing looking?
Not good.
Like,
not good at all.
Okay.
The snake is having the same Monday we are.
All right, I'm just gonna use. I'm not gonna use any superiority dice. I'm just gonna use the regular.
All right, give it to me.
That's gonna be 9 damage.
How do you do it?
Oh, I think it takes a hit from everybody, and this big hit from Alessandra, and it hisses and goes to go for Alessandra and just tearing straight down the throat, or up the mouth and into the brain.
Ooh. And it's going to splash into the water and die.
Can I propose a mild anime moment?
Please.
Can I run across the back of the snake and grab the corpse and run back?
Make me an acrobatics check, but yes.
Yeah, acrobatics, absolutely.
Let's do it. Let's use that skill.
No, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Whoa,
dirty.
yeah.
All right. So rushing across,
Monk time.
you are going to monk your way over to the island and see that that figure is underneath in the water. You'll have to dive under to grab a hold of it, but you've made it this far. All right, splashing down into the water, you will see the skeleton is wearing full robes, has a hat that is not deteriorated. You don't think it's magical, it's just a really cool hat with like wizard stars on it. But there are 3 rings atop the skeletal hand, and held in it is something that did not glitter and catch your eye, but is an ornate length of wood, about 10 inches long, with a number of carvings along it, and little gemstones stuck into the, what I guess are pommel, like the handle of it.
I'll grab the hat and then grab the rings and the, I assume, wand and shove them all into the hat and swim back with it.
Okay. You are going to be perfectly cleaned, and as you swim through, a couple of fish are going to dart away from you. These are just normal-sized fish, cave fish with blind eyes are going to go and part away from you. You make it back to the other side, and as you're making it through, you're going to get a good sense of things, and you're going to see that the cave stream to the north can easily be swam through. Just up to the north. Or you can take the stairs.
Everyone else is in armor.
Fair.
Hey. So there's some poor unfortunate soul here that didn't make it, but...
Just to clarify real quick, the stream to the north does not have to be swam through except for Anthea. It's about 3 feet deep of water, but the ceiling of the passageway is about 2 or 3 feet above, so anybody could walk through that.
Unless
or trudge
you're in
through.
a backpack.
Yeah, unless you're in the backpack. But I just wanted to clarify that. I'm not telling you to go that way, but I'm just like, oh wait, let me just... It's not going to be like a water level in the old Ninja Turtles game.
Okay.
If we are keeping to our left-hand rule, we should take the stream.
I think we should take the stream. I think that's probably the biggest thing on the lake. Also, nice shot.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you. So,
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I was holding on to the cape thing to identify while we were walking, and then I promptly forgot about it.
Okay. So then you will just hold it up and finish it, and you will see that it is a cloak of protection.
Oh.
+1 to your AC, +1 to all stats. Or pardon me, +1 to all saves.
Whoa.
A cloak of enchanting if it was a +1 to all stats.
Does it require
Please
attunement
make
to
that.
use?
Yes, it
Oh,
does.
sorry. Okay.
I'll add it to my list, Krista.
Yeah, I don't know if it's attunement.
It is. Cloak of protection is.
Yeah.
Anthea,
So that's interesting for later. Yes?
do you know what this is? Pulls
I'm
out
gonna
a
have to
wand.
get real cozy with it for 10 minutes.
Make me an Arcana roll just to figure it out. It's a basic one.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm not wasting, it wouldn't be a waste, but I'm not using my spell slot
of
on
course
it.
not.
One of my 3 spell slots.
Fair.
That's a 19.
It is a wand of magic missile.
Oh.
Very nice.
Magic missile. I think that's the only thing that can be cast from it, is what I'm getting. Weird.
Here you go.
Oh, thanks. Shove it in my belt.
And also, there's a bunch of rings here.
Oh,
They are golden rings that look like they're pretty fancy.
they look nice.
Can I roll a history check on them to see
Yeah,
if
you
there's any
can.
like signets? Cool. Ooh,
Present
that
them.
is- it's a 21.
All right. So, looking at 21,
Useless knowledge.
Actually, you are going to take a nice look at this and are going to see that there is... One of them says Class of Silvery Moon.
Okay.
The Silvery Moon Magic School. It's a class ring, and the other two are fantastic rings of equal value. But you got a 22, you said?
Yeah.
You
21.
think
Sorry, 21.
21. Oh, then you get nothing. But a
No,
22.
I lied. No, 22. You're right.
Okay,
22.
was it 22? Okay. Then
I
you
can't
think
do
that
that.
each of these is probably worth about 150 gold pieces.
Cool.
Nice.
The class ring will give you a +1 on charisma checks with anybody from Silvery Moon, but a -1
Spectacular.
Like
on
my
anyone
neckerchief.
from their rival school at I can't pronounce
Whoa.
that, so it's going to be New Alman. New Olam.
Perfect.
Yep. Sure. The Bard College of Netherdeep, or of Waterdeep. Yeah, that place.
Beautiful.
This is why I prefer running in my own worlds. I just make something up.
Sounds good.
I didn't want this hat.
Wow,
I'll
it has
take
stars
it.
on it. Yeah, you take it. It would look good with your complexion.
I should make sure that this is on me full time.
All the
Like,
time.
the horns are
Never
just like-
takes off
Oh,
again.
no! Don't you want to wash it first?
I have
It
prestidigitation.
was in the water. You swam with it.
Oh, right, they go
Yeah.
back. That's fine.
You
I
had
would sit then.
prestidigitation this entire time, and we went to the water specifically to wash, and you didn't
You didn't ask.
interject with you have prestidig.
I think I have
Let's go.
prestidigitation.
I'm pretty sure.
That was
You
on the
do.
corpse.
She's definitely used
Does she?
it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I
I
was
don't
actually
know her
gonna bring it
character
up.
sheet. I forgot to pull it out. I don't know her
So-
spells.
Sleep, cure light wounds.
I do sleep. Sorry, I'm looking for a PNG of a wizard hat so that I can put it on her figure. One sec.
A very important job.
It's very important.
Oh, yeah. She just needs a robe.
Okay, now we're good.
It's also partially intact, but I'm not going back to get it.
That's fair.
Do you think the robe would fit me?
Hard to tell. The person who was on was kind of sort of your size, but lacking all the flesh.
I do like my flesh. But let's keep going.
Let's move on from that for sure.
Yes, we will continue up the river.
Okay. As you're making it this way, what is everybody's passive perception?
12.
12.
13.
13?
But I can't
10.
see shit.
15.
15? I'm assuming that you've pulled your light out or something, haven't you, Anthea?
Nope. She put it back. She always puts it back when they're moving so she doesn't alert everything.
Okay, but you pull it out at the beginning of the combat round. as you object interact? Okay. All right. So as you're making your way toward the northern water passage, you're going to see that across from the cave is up the stairs. There's another door, one blocked by a barricade made from the remains of a wooden table over to the east.
Suspicious.
It is suspicious.
Let's come back for that.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, let's try to be quick.
All right. Trudging up to the north. Can I please get a stealth roll?
16. I'm very sad though because disadvantage took a nat 20 from me on that.
Oh boy.
I thought I rolled a nat 1. It's okay, it was a 7. So it's a 9
I saw that
total.
face.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh no.
Okay. Now, what we're going to do is, did anybody get less than a 10? Perfect. You did? Okay, that's 1. And Lyric probably got about an 11, if my math is right. So, as you're heading forward, you're going to be slowly moving through the water. And as you do, another one of those quakes echoes out. Ahead of you, you can hear the sound of movement. You can hear the sound of goblin being barked. Now! Constant shouting. It sounds like there are a number of people moving around the cavern ahead of you, enough to give you a sense of pause to make sure that you're being stealthy. Ahead of you, you see that a wide rift fills the eastern half of this cavern. A stream pours from the west wall before tumbling into a rift and flowing to the north, which is where you find yourselves. Secured to iron stakes along the western edge of the rift are several ropes leading to the chasm floor. A drow supervisor barks orders at a pair of bugbears sifting through rubble while the other bugbears stand guard. It sounds like they're doing a significant amount of hard labor here. As you're peering from the edge there, Sindri, you can see that these bugbears are kind of moving around with a bit of an annoyed, just everyman kind of. The drow is going to turn to the one at the bottom of the crevasse that is just out of your line of sight, but you can definitely see that the drow is pointing at someone and is going to bark in goblin. What do you do?
Well, I really wish I spoke goblin.
I know, right?
Free action. Wish I spoke goblin.
Okay.
And then I'll gesture for everyone to get close so we can go in as one.
Yes. Should we perhaps make a ranged attacks before we move in? As a surprise.
Well, we'll have to drop on them either way. I'd rather be close.
Sure. Right.
Are we all ready? Alessandra?
Okay.
Anthea? All right.
Sure.
With me?
All right. I'd like an initiative roll. Perfect. Lyric's got a 17. Then let's roll for the drow. And let's roll for the bugbears. That's going to be...
Bugbears.
Bugbears. One part bug, one part bear.
Look at all them 17s.
Okay. So, checking the initiative right now, I have Anthea with a 21. I have Sindri with an 18. I have Bugbear above 1. I have Bugbear below 1. I'm just going to kind of say who's down the crevasse, who's not. Then I have 2 17s.
You said Amy. You said.
Oh, you're right. I did say Amy got a 17.
Eric.
Yeah. Damn, son. That's a lot of 17s. Okay, so Carmilla, and then Lyric, and then I have... That's all of you, so that's great. Yep. Then I have Bugbear upper 2, Bugbear lower 2, and then I have the Drow with a 6. Because that was great. Okay, so with that in mind, you have the advantage coming away from stealth. At the top of the initiative, Anthea, what do you do?
Oh boy. She's gonna get up to right behind everyone and to actually be able to have a clear shot at something. And she's gonna shoot at the bugbear with her crossbow, light crossbow.
Okay, so the one that is to the south, that is right next to the edge, you can see pretty well.
Oh, sure.
Because the other one's down a crevasse.
Oh, there's a crevasse. You're correct.
There's a crevasse.
A crevasse. Okay, let's do that then.
Okay.
I just don't want to get in front of things and get caught again.
That's fair. All right, so make me an attack roll, please.
Let's go.
Let's go, bugbears.
Let's go, bugbears. Do I... 16. I was like, do I have determination? No, so it's
16?
a 16.
Okay, that is going to... Oh, please roll with advantage, by the way, because they have not seen you.
Good job. That is a 17.
Ooh, that hits. All right. The bugbear is surprised as a crossbow goes and slams into his back as he is moving several bits of debris across the floor. Roll me damage.
8 points. Piercing.
8 points of piercing damage. Slam that bugbear in the back. Anything else you'd like to do?
Go, Squish.
All right. Squish lets out a bit of pleasure at the thought of killing something.
Good job.
To Squish, it's just a game.
17.
17 will hit. Roll me damage.
Okay. Oh, 5 points of force damage.
5 points of force damage is going to hurt this guy. The force damage is going to collide with him, knocking him toward the edge, not over the edge. But that is going to be your turn. Sindri, you're up.
So I've noticed I've made one mistake while I've been using a Draconic Strike for Draconic Disciple. I can only change the damage type for my unarmed attacks. So my monk weapon attacks can't do it. It shouldn't have affected anything story-wise, but I think that's just one thing I've caught, and I'll keep an eye on later.
Sure, sounds good. Thanks for being on top of things.
All right, so time for me to beat feet. 5, 10. God, this is a big room. Can I move
This is
along
a very
the walls
big
first?
room. So just to give you a sense, the rift, that is a 20-foot drop.
Okay. So I'm going to move here.
Okay, rushing up, you are going to head around the north of the drow.
Yeah. God, there's so many goblins. I hate it here.
There's only 4.
So I'll use patient defense again. I'll be good and go in for a quarterstaff attack on the drow.
Okay.
That is a
Roll
15.
with advantage, please.
Oh, yes, thank you. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That is absolutely going to hit. Roll me damage.
That is going to be 13 points of damage.
Oof. All right, 13 points of damage.
So swing the quarterstaff around, aim for the chest, and say, "What does Briarfoot mean in Elven?" and smack them in the chest. And then go for my martial arts attack.
Sounds good. This will not be at the advantage because he now knows you're here.
Okay. So that is an 18.
Hey, that's going to hit.
And that's going to be 6 points of, let's go fire damage for it.
Fire damage. All right, fire is going to erupt out of you into him. The bugbears are going to go, what? All right. Anything else you're doing on your turn?
That is my martial arts attack, and then my using my bonus act or my free action for a key point for patient defense. So that's all my actions.
Sounds good. Ella, Carmilla, or Lyric?
Okay, cool. In that case, I am going to move just up and around out of the way here.
Okay.
And then I am going to shoot my longbow at the hobgoblin that is up top.
Okay.
And it's no longer advantage because he's seen us, right?
He has realized that there are people here after being shot twice. Yeah.
Okay. That is a 25.
Oh, that is going to hit.
Okay. I'm going to use a superiority dice of pushing attack because it can be on any weapon attack, not a melee attack.
Perfect.
So can you make me a DC 14? I think
Nope.
it's strength.
No, I
Really?
can't. I rolled a 7.
Holy schmoly. Okay, well, he's going to take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage.
Okay.
And then be pushed backwards 15 feet.
And is going to fall. So he's going to take an additional 9 points of falling damage as he tumbles down the
Carmilla
crevasse.
is going to... She's pulling out her longbow as she's running out, and as she kind of slides out of the water, she sort of re-strings it a little bit on like a notch down, so it's got just more pull, and just like reefs this thing back shaking and lets this arrow fly, and it just hits him square in the chest as he goes flying back. And then she's going to action surge and shoot another one at the drow.
Perfect. Do it.
That's going to be a 21.
Oh, that's going to hit. Is this going to be
And
a
I'm gonna
pushing
do the
strike
same
as well?
thing. Can he make me a strength save?
my
Yeah,
God.
can he make a strength save of 14?
No, I rolled a 5.
He'll take 14 damage.
Okay, 14
and
damage.
go
Okay.
flying 15 feet backwards.
Okay, so from your end, that'll push him off the edge.
I can't
Oh.
believe that worked.
So hold on. He's going to take 15 points of damage, you said?
Yep.
Okay, hold on. So he's going to fall, and then he's going to take an additional 11 points of damage from the fall. And looking at the way the map is set up, that is going to be diagonal from you, 5, 10, and I am going... That is on top of the other bugbear. So I'm going to give that bugbear a dex save. Okay, he got a 13. It was almost a 1. It teetered on the crit miss. So that bugbear is going to dive into it, going, wait, what? As you hear this splash and slam as this drow hits the ground hard. Ellasandra, Carmilla, do you have anything else you want to do?
No, I will apologize to Christine for taking away the ability to attack, but that was too dumb.
That was pretty dumb. All right.
I mean, admittedly, basically what I was probably gonna do is like Wrathful Smite and go boom as well. So,
I think like.
All right. So, what do you want to do, Ella?
okay, so these things are down.
So they're down
How
a
far?
20-foot encroachment, but if you look across the crevasse, there is another hobgoblin that is on equal ground with you that you could easily shoot.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna move over here.
Okay, so rushing out through the water and carrying Anthea and nominally Squish. Boop.
Yeah, light crossbow should reach that far, right? 60
Mhm.
feet.
Yeah. I mean, you could also run up to the edge and shoot the drow. Like, if you run up to the edge of the pit, so what would that be? That'd be, you were right about...
I was behind Lyric, so I've moved 30 feet
25,
already.
30, okay, cool. Yeah, it's kind of he's got half cover from that angle, unfortunately. But you can shoot the one across the pit.
Yeah, I'll just shoot him.
All right, go
That's
ahead.
cool.
He has not taken an attack yet, and this is all happening so fast. I'll give you advantage on your attack.
Ooh, okay.
Basically, he just turned around and saw his boss fall down a hole, and is probably feeling pretty okay about Monday.
That's gonna be 16 to hit.
And is going to be hit in the upper chest with your crossbow or longbow.
Crossbow.
Okay, your crossbow's gonna
What damage does a light crossbow do actually?
D8.
Oh wow, a light one does D8.
Mm-hmm. Crossbows are great.
Okay.
Wait until we get firearms in the next homebrew campaign. They start at 2d6.
That is 6 points of damage.
Did you add your dex?
Yeah, 0.
Perfect. All right. You are going to punch an arrow or a bolt into him. And then Lyric is going to trop up behind you. Do you have anything else you're going to do on your turn?
No, nothing's around, so I don't think I need to bother spending my bonus action Tunnel Fighter.
Sounds good. Lyric is going to go, oh, a capital idea. And he's going to roll another nat 20. This is how powerful Lyric is when Amy's not behind the wheel.
This is the inverse of Chris rolling for Christine.
Oh my god! She just rolled 16 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give advantage to Anthea.
Thanks.
Okay, and that is going to be... She's gonna go pew! I like this crossbow. Because I think she has the fancy one, right?
I think she took it, yeah.
I think she took the fancy one. This is
Yeah.
a really good crossbow.
I think it is the head. I think it's giving you better sight. You should always wear it.
You might be right. All right, top of the initiative. Anthea, it's your turn. What do you do?
Okay. Once more, I suppose. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot at one that I can see. You know what? Probably the same one that Lady Alessandra shot at.
Okay, go ahead. The one across the pit who's just
One
kind
across the way.
of realizing that his life sucks. Yeah,
Yep.
go ahead.
Yeah, that one. Oh, I have advantage. Cha. That's going to be a... Let me get back to my own sheet. 14
A 14?
with advantage.
Oh, really? That's
I
rough.
know, it's unfortunate.
That is not going to hit, unfortunately.
that's
He's
okay.
going to see the firebolt flying his way and go, oh, shit! And he's going to dodge out of the
Oh.
way.
It was the crossbow bolt.
He's going
but
to see you
the-
point a
the
crossbow
firebolt
bolt
still
at him and go,
wouldn't have hit.
oh, shit! All right.
Squish, maybe you'll have better luck.
Squish glows with bloodlust and winds up.
Oh, 19 to hit.
That's going to hit.
Yeah!
So he turns and tries to run down the passageway behind him when Squish fires a bolt of goo at the back of his head and
6 force damage. Max
and is going to
damage.
punch a hole in it the size of a grapefruit. He falls down dead. Squish is going to
VP.
Squish is going to twirl his tendril around, form little lips, and go. I hope you don't mind me making your homunculus a sociopath.
No, I love it.
Okay, good.
I love this.
All right. Anything else you're doing on your turn?
No, that's everything.
All right. So next it is Sindri. Sindri, you are at the top of this.
I've got a really fun, jumping down 20 feet into a pit seems like a real bad idea,
So you're gonna do it?
but also it's really cool.
Acrobatics.
Well, I do have acrobatics, right? So that is the other half.
Don't monks get like wall running or something like that?
At level 6, I get Step of the Wind.
Well, what's Slowfall?
Do I have
When do you get
Slowfall
Slowfall?
yet? Hold on.
Yeah, when do you get
Yeah, Slowfall's like level 4 or 5, isn't it?
Let me just check. Slowfall is level 4. Here we go.
Yeah,
I
get
just never
Slowfall.
use it.
Yeah, well, this is where you learned it.
You just
Right
got
now.
it.
Yeah, truly. Use your action to reduce any falling damage you take by 5 times my monk level. Okay, I can't be hurt by this. Cool, love that.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed down the side of the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Press O to
where
wall
is-
run.
5, 10, 15. Yeah. So I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, and then slide down the wall. And then I will go. Hey, is this guy prone?
Yes. If he fell off the wall, he is prone. Would you like to land on him?
I would 100% like to land on him.
Please do me the honor of attacking with advantage, then.
All right. I'm gonna use my quarterstaff, so that is that's gonna be a 19 to hit or 18 to hit. Sorry.
Either way is gonna be a hit.
All right. So that is going to be 11 points.
Alessandra of death from above.
Yeah, that's gonna be 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. How do you do it?
Just gonna just land on him with the quarterstaff through him.
And as this drow kind of lurches forward and lets out this kind of gasping noise, they are going to collapse to the ground and dissolve into a doppelganger.
God damn it. I never did find out what it meant. All right, well, I'm going to use Flurry of Blows using my monk key point to do another 2 attacks onto the Hugbear.
The Hugbear?
Hugbear. I do have
Hugbear.
a point.
You've spent 2 for you've done 1
Step of the Wind it's not like a teleporty thing.
Yeah, for Wave of Sun and Dragon, it changes my run. So I can unfurl spectral wings at level 6.
Sick. Okay,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
It's a great subclass. There needs to be more good ones.
So it doesn't give me I don't have advantage on this, but I will have 2 attacks, right?
You will have 2 attacks.
Yeah, okay. So that is a 17 and a 22 to hit. So
2022? That was not a great year. That means you do poison damage. All right, so 2020 is the poison damage.
7 points of damage, and then 6 points of damage, so 13 points of
13 points of damage. Both are good.
damage.
You're going to hear, oof, Briark means. And he's going to wind back to punch you. But before it does, it's the other bugbear's turn. The other bugbear is going to see you thrashing his friend and go, shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he can actually reach you. And is going to charge you. Briark means you're fucked. Hume, and is going to take an attack against you, buddy. Did
Generally
you use
does.
Patient defense?
I did not use patient defense. I went all in for greed.
Whoop! God damn it! I'm gonna spend a hurt the more to reroll that 2. And that's a 10. God damn it! He's gonna rush forward, grabbing a Morning Star, and is gonna smash it into the ground next to your feet. But that's all he can do. Thank you very much for the chat just corrected me. 2022 was psychic damage.
Yes, there we go.
There we go. All right, so you smash into the ground. And Alessandra, Carmilla, or Lyric?
Okay. So does the 20 foot of cliff add into movement speed?
According to rules as written, the cliff does add because any movement takes away from your movement speed. That's dumb.
So if I went up to that edge there and had wings, could I drop but use them to slow my drop?
Yeah.
Sweet. Celestial Revelation. I'm going to fly to there.
All right, that sounds beauty.
And
all right, yeah, you can
smack a
totally
bitch.
just whoop. What that means as well is that if ever you try this move and I knock you out of the air with a reaction, you might fall.
Okay.
There we go. Now it's fair. Also, this is my house. I like saying that. Good. All right. Make me an attack roll.
Okay.
And the wings are spectral. Or did you doff Anthea? Which is fine. Nope, I guess not.
Yeah, actually, can you do me a favor and make me a make me a
Okay, we're
dex
going.
check to fly with Anthea on your back?
Okay.
Because she is right next to the spectral wings.
Okay, not like a strength one to like carry extra weight.
I'll let it be a strength check. I'll let it be a strength.
Okay, that's 17. Or no,
Okay,
18.
18, you're fine. You do not throw Anthea off. Actually,
Cool.
Anthea, make me a strength
you.
save to hold on.
Strange.
But you have no problem flying down. But as Anthea's
Delivery
mech,
service.
Ah,
One artificer.
14.
okay, you're
Wait.
fine. You
14, yeah.
their stirrups, you're fine.
Nice.
All right, Alessandra, what are you doing down there?
I am gonna smack one of them with Hue.
Oh, grant them the pain.
That is 21 to hit.
That is a hit. Roll me damage.
That is 9 damage.
Oh, that's a good hit as you hack into his side. Anything else you're doing on your turn?
Nope. That is
Okay.
action and bonus action.
All right, Carmilla, you're up. What do you do?
If I run right to the edge,
Mhm.
am I going to be able to shoot them
You are. And actually, you're
at
shooting.
angle? Okay.
You're shooting from above, so I'll actually give you advantage on the roll.
Sick.
You have the high ground.
Yeah,
I
literally.
fucking do.
It's not a rule, but it's my rule because this is my house.
I'm gonna run right here so that she's kind of like got one foot on the side of the cliff and is just like leaning outwards. And
Do you want to walk over the edge of the cliff and be like standing on it vertically?
100, just
Yeah.
like just
Spider-Man it?
horizontally. 100%.
Why stop yourself?
Exactly. Yes, so I'm gonna shoot with my longbow. Dun, 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 dun,
Okay, are
at the
you
one on the
shooting-
right.
Okay, the one that has not
The
been injured
one
yet.
not. Yes. And that's gonna be a math, an 18.
That is a hit.
Fantastic.
And you rolled with advantage,
That's
right?
gonna be. Oh no, I didn't. I should do that.
Here's the net 20.
No, I just rolled a 12 again.
I tried.
You did. I appreciate it.
Mhm.
And then the damage is going to be 11.
All right, an arrow plunges into that one's back, and he's going to yell backwards, "Coward!"
You're the one down there. Come say that to my face.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that at all, Lyric is going to say and walk up next to you and try to shoot him in the back, too. I was that's a 4 and a 5. I was really hoping for another nat 20.
That would have been great.
Just, pew! It's going to splash into the water, and she's going to go, damn. Or drat, or whatever. I don't know if the lyric swears. I don't remember. Okay, Bugbear that Sindri and Alessandra is fighting is going to look around at the situation, is going to panic and take a panicked swing at Sindri. Briark means I surrender! And he's going to smash you in the side of the ribs with a 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That is going to be... Oh, that's not the right dice, Kelly. You should grab the correct dice. That's going to be 16 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
Are you dead yet?
No!
Well, hurry up.
And he's going to spend a hurt them more and take a second swing.
1.
And that's going to be a 23.
Yep, that's...
And that's going to be 14 points of piercing.
I'm not dead yet.
He's going to bring it down on your shoulder. You're going to feel like one of your rotator cuffs just go... It's not great. And then he's going to kind of raise his death. And I have a drama bomb, but I'm going to hold it for Anthea. Anthea, what are you doing? This guy's
Oh.
about to brain Sindri.
No! Ugh. And she's gonna shoot her light crossbow at him.
Okay, go ahead. Make me an attack roll.
Ah. Nope.
Nope.
That's a 9.
9.
But Squish, you can get him.
Oh.
And nope, that's an 11. I'm so sorry.
Okay. All right, Sindri, make me an attack roll if you'd like to. It's your turn.
So first thing I can do is spend my last key point for now on patient defense.
Okay.
Ow. I should have done that last turn, but I got greedy.
Okay.
So Sindri will take a moment and collect himself. If you want to surrender, you can. There's always a chance for redemption. And then Sindri's gonna go for a spin kick to the side of the head.
Okay.
Non-lethal.
Oh, non-lethal.
Yeah. So that's a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah. So I guess for the quarterstaff, just like there's always a chance for redemption. Sit, spin, and hit for 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh boy. We're gonna. How do you want to do this?
I'm just gonna take him and just shove his head, like right beside the water, so like it's not drowning him, but just like clang, and I'll look up at the next one and say, "You have the same option. Surrender."
If I do, the spider will kill me.
Not if we kill the spider.
Make me a persuasion roll.
Hold on. Wait, try presence. If you fail charisma persuasion check, you can use your reaction to re-roll the check.
Okay.
So that's a 19.
Oh. Clatter, 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 as he drops his morning star.
I don't want to die.
Where's the spider?
He's been down there, on the west. Down that tunnel, and up those stairs.
He points directly up the pit and behind you.
Okay.
This entire place is fucked.
What do you mean?
There's all sorts of weird magic here. Weird stuff. Not just gold. Not useful. Not spendable.
Then why don't you leave?
Take your friend.
Okay.
He will like bend down, grab the other hobgoblin, and start dragging him off.
There's a town a little ways off with a drow who has a goblin buddy.
Sindri will hold off until they're out of sight, and then just absolutely, like, as soon as they're like out of line of sight, just collapse.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I have 2 hit points left. I got absolutely fucked up.
All right.
And as they are
we need to go
doing this,
back up the cliff, right?
Mm-hmm. As they are heading down, he is going to drag his friend up the cliffside to the southeast. And as you're taking a moment to compose yourself, you are going to hear the sound of screaming echo from that. Something has likely just killed that bugbear down the corridor to the southeast. What do you do?
Alessandra is going to grab Sindri, and before she runs out of flight, get him up the cliff, go back down to get Anthea, and get Anthea and squish him up the cliff.
Oh, they're still on your back.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, she's going to laboriously carry everybody up.
Okay, just make me a strength check, just to see if you can do it. It's only 20 feet, so I'm looking for like a 12.
There's my nat 20.
Perfect. So you're gonna going to do an airlift.
I've had so many 20s this game that have all been on disadvantage checks.
Does that sound like they're dying to you too? Lyric will say.
Yeah.
Yes, it really does.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should go the way the bug bud recommended.
Can someone help?
Yes, absolutely. Schmack. She's going to, I guess not schmack, but like pour a potion down your throat. If Lady Alizander is like carrying you like bridal style,
Yeah.
which would be so cute. And she's gonna lean over her shoulder.
Of course. Alisandra's gonna carry him up, just like floating radiantly up above the cliff edge.
Yeah.
Sindri is like pretty princess style carry.
Sindri, you're going to heal 10 points of damage from that potion.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. It was my cure wounds.
Oh,
I don't
never
actually
mind.
have a potion.
Oh, sorry.
But it's gonna be max, and that's gonna be 14. Oh, wait,
that-
my spell casting ability modifier. No, so that's gonna be a 12, but still.
Thank you.
Welcome.
All right. So do we want to go straight there, or do we want to rest first? Lyric will say.
I would love to rest
We
first.
should probably take a break.
Probably, but that thing in the hall probably hurt us.
Maybe it's full.
We could
They
always
were large bugbears.
try and go back down one of those other halls.
I feel like being out in the open, as much as we are out in the open, we can see more about what is around us.
What about the room with the pool?
That's
Go
what I was
back there.
thinking. It's a little bit farther away.
Let's barricade it off.
Okay.
Let's go.
We will do that.
It's just an idea.
It's a good idea. Let's take it.
There's free snake meat, I suppose. If you're into that sort of thing.
I mean, I could spice it up for you.
Also, there were several collapsed hallways further back, right as we came in. That's only one entrance into it then.
All right, making your
I'm
way.
trapped.
You are trapped. Making your way back through the waterway, and taking a quick peek around, what you'll be able to determine is that it looks like there was a stairwell just to the south of where you were that seems to connect to a hallway here, next to that barred door. But finding some space inside of the room with the pool, you all can take a short rest if you'd like.
Sure.
So do we want to explore more? Or should we head straight to the spider?
I think we need as much strength as we have left.
Good.
We should probably deal with the spider. In worst case, we can always explore after if we survive.
Absolutely.
When we survive. She'll kind of put a hand on Alisandra's shoulder.
I've had enough of these bugbears. Sindri will just like slink down against the wall and just. Short rest. I'm going to spend two of my hit dice to regain hit points.
Sounds good.
Lyric has
And
Song
my
of Rest. Can
superiority.
I get an extra d6 of healing?
I'll do it very quietly. Daughter of hell, the daughter of heck. Prefers guys with enormous pecs.
Was that part of it the last time you sang it?
I'm
I'm
sorry,
improv-
that was a D6.
I'm sorry, that's doing strange things to me. So yes, so that gives, I believe that gives you an extra d6 at her level, but I can double check that.
I regain my key points.
I think it's less than Song of Rest d6.
Sweet. Okay, I spent 2 hit dice and I actually regained full, so
Woohoo.
that.
Well,
Gosh. Oh, I'm almost full.
yeah. And so everybody, you have to spend hit dice to get the Song of Rest, just so you know. Okay, cool. All
I
right, so
spent
I'm good.
all right. So Lyric will spend Song of Rest on you and kind of just hum, kind of trying to be quiet. As you are resting, I'd like everybody here to make me a perception roll with disadvantage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's an 8.
12.
16.
16 with disadvantage?
Yep. Monk.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Wisdom monkey.
All right, what'd you get, Anthea?
Oh, a 6.
6?
Yeah.
Sindri, while you are meditating, you are going to hear something coming from the barricaded room. It is the loudest stomach grumble. And then you're going to hear a little bit of bickering behind a door in Goblin. But you definitely heard the sound of a growling belly. What I would say, it is not the largest possible. It's not like a dragon's growl. But it is definitely a very large, very hungry creature. Or at least a very, very hungry one.
Let's go. There's something hungry behind that door. Let's
Yes, of
find the
course.
spider, find Gendron's brothers, and get the hell out of here.
And as you say
Agreed.
that, I think that's where we should leave game for tonight. With you prepared to wage war on the spider.
I would like to be on one of our
Part of that rest.
newspapers.
I was going to channel divinity to regain my spell slot.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
So I figure I'll need that.
All right. Oh, I hope you do like poke around a little bit inside of the dungeon, because there are some really cool things inside of here that I could use to make life very difficult for everybody later.
Oh,
Also,
Like,
like friends, you know, it'll be good. It'll be good. Everybody will love it. It'll be a great treat for the whole family. Hey, folks,
Treats.
that's going to be where we're going to call game tonight. So thank you so much for tuning in. We are going to probably finish Phandelver portion of this and be done with Lost Mines of Phandelver, which means we actually get into the creepy stuff. Which I'm very excited with. We finally get done with the Lost Mines portion. And then we actually get into the meat and potatoes of this, which I'm very excited for. It's a great way to spend my birthday next week. So come and join me next Monday for my Kelly Gets Old celebration, where I am going to be leveling up. And you can level up with us. Actually, you guys might be leveling up too. So join us then. If you want to support the channel, the best way you can do so is give us a follow. Give us a sub, rate us highly on your podcasting platforms, and hey, if you have a couple of extra bucks, it is a tough year for everybody, so I understand if you don't, but if you do, join us on Patreon. It's a great way to support the channel directly and to get extra content. There's a ton of additional stuff that comes out pretty damn regularly, like usually at least once a week, if not more. I think this weekend we had 2 things that came out over the weekend. Next week we got 2 things I'm recording this week for the Patreon, so definitely check it out. You can join the likes of our amazing patrons, like my mom, who already gave me a birthday present. It's called Being Alive, so thanks, Mom. Thanks for being a Patreon member, being a divine producer. Our demonic producers, which are just so deliciously evil, Precarious, Shulton, and Kelowna Curd. Our wizards of the Patreon, who are absolutely magical human beings, elves, and goblins. That is Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, and Sorcerer Sanguine. Is Sorcerer a good type of game? Probably is. You're like a magic creature. The High Council of the Patreon also deserves some praise, and that is Taryn, Dustin, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Karasha Urquhart, Chef Aladeth, Larouk, Mike Baxter, and Iridian. You are all amazing. You are all loved. Go have a fantastic night off, and we'll see you back tomorrow with Shards of Nirn, where I am going to get real weird with it. I hope you come in and
tell
join
your
us.
friends.
Tell your friends. Tell your friends
Share
that they're
stuff.
share stuff.
links.
Do it. Do it. Do it now. Anyway.
Maybe not right now.
Do it right
Maybe
now.
when the next stream starts.
Or whatever.
Have
we
a
don't know
watch
your
party.
business.
Get all your
Have a
buddies
watch
together.
party.
and
Somebody
have a
did
watch
that with
party.
one of our shows, and that was really touching,
Yeah.
actually. I was like, did you
Do
actually just do a
it.
watch party for something? I think it was for Mage. It's like for the season finale of
Yes.
Mage. Yeah, the Shards of Nirn. Elder Scrolls. No. It's our own Nirn. You'll like it. It'll be weird. I have to work on that accent for tomorrow. Oh, it's going to be great. I have a character that uses Stephen Merchant as a voice mentally.
I have concerns.
You're going to love them or hate them. I'm not exactly sure. But hey, folks, that's going to be it for us tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next time here on Dork Tales and Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk. Good night, everybody.